Well, hello there, true Tonys. I hope you can hear me. And we get a follow right away from Fragilities. Welcome in, welcome in. Let's get started then, shall we? So let's see here. Hey there. Hey there, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me on my virgin stream, I should say. My previous stream was a testing stream, and yeah, it's going well. I hope everything is working as it should. Hello. I think I needed to press that button first. Yeah, so hi. I hope everything is working as it should. If not, let me know, but I hope it's all fluent and not too yeah, I'm looking at my stream live right now just to test it out. Seems to be okay-ish. I hope it's not too laggy. And that's a lot of games indeed, and that's not even everything that's in my collection, because this is, after all, Boardgame Heaven. And yeah, so I tried out my mic today. I used to use the Logitech webcam's built-in microphone when I was testing last week, and the sound was a bit low, a bit soft, so I tried this, and I think that might actually work a lot better. So I hope the sound is good, I hope the video is good, and yeah, I was planning on starting some Command & Conquer, or at least continuing. I've already played several missions, and yeah, I've got on the left here, so that's there for you guys, my Steam library. So let's see, Command & Conquer, where did I put it? I think I put that in the favorites folder. Here we go, Command & Conquer. So I'm just gonna play a level, maybe two, see how that goes, and maybe afterwards we'll play something else. So let's start that up, and let's hope the sound of the game is not too loud, or I can still make that a little softer. Command & Conquer Remastered, there we go. So yeah, welcome in, true Tonys, and well, Fragilities, if you're still here, thanks for the follow. I've added some voice or some sound commands, actually. They're in the description below. You should be able to see that, and go ahead and test them out. I am not sure if they will work. Hopefully they will. I've been setting up my bot today, so the chat bot thing, which is all new to me, so forgive me if it doesn't work properly. But yeah, so here we go. Let me just... The thing is, with Command & Conquer, I need to Alt-Tab out of that, which is a little bit annoying. I wish I could just move my mouse from left to right. So that's something I need to figure out as well. Maybe I could play this windowed. I'm not sure. It's taking an awful long time to load. Oh, there we go. Something's happening. So I hope you are all having a good evening. So there we skip that. And I'll start with the options there. So I'll turn down the master volume. That should be good. Alright. Let me load up a game. And let me just also swap to the main game here, so that looks a bit better. But yeah, anyway, so True Tonys, as you said, that's a lot of games. I plan on doing some, if I ever make it to get what's it called? Not partnered, but the first step. Got the word. But anyway, once I am able to add redemptions to my channel, if I make it that far, then I will add some unboxings. So, you know, people can request a board game or something in general. I'll suggest a board game, and then I'll just take it from the shelf and show it to people. Just open up that box and show people what's inside, and hopefully, you know, get some people more acquainted with modern board games, because there's a lot out there these days. There's so much, and every year more and more games are being published. And there's a lot more than Monopoly and Catan and Yahtzee and Scrabble and whatnots. And so there's so much out there. And I'd love to introduce people to that. Hey, Big D! Welcome in, welcome in. This is awesome. Welcome and thank you for joining the stream. I was just about to load this, so let me just load that. And please let me know if the sound is too loud or too soft, or if I need to change anything in the settings. So how have you been doing? I hope you're all well. It's nice here today. The sun's out. It's not too warm. So yeah, I was having a relaxed day. I'm working from home during the day. See, and I love this, that with space you can swap from classic to new graphics. That is just so cool. So I've set up a base here with some turrets, and I'm harvesting some of that stuff there. And I wanted to make a big army so I can invade the enemy's base, who are here, and it seems they are sending out some of these rocket dudes. But I found out that last time, when I played in Bennett's was my guinea pig, that over here there's an obelisk. So, oh, look at these dudes here. And so the frontal approach is not a good idea. So I'm just gonna, there's the new money incoming, just gonna build some stuff. And try and sneak in behind them from the back there. See if that works. And I might want to build some engineers as well. So let's see if I can get some engineers. I have a chopper.
Construction complete.
Now it's building. Yeah, the vehicle, the scout. All right.
Insufficient funds.
I'm amazed at how well they made this look. I mean, you can zoom in. Look at that. Look at the detail. Old school, new school. I think that's pretty cool.
Moving out. Waiting orders.
I'm gonna move some of these little guys out here. Do I have to walk through the Tiberium? That's not very good for these dudes. Oh, you can stay here, my dude. You can stay here.
Moving out.
That's just a little bit of backup soldiers there. And then these guys, you know,
Roger.
get over there.
Yes, sir. Ready and waiting.
Yeah, you can stay.
Moving out.
Good rocket dude. Let's see. So, I'm reading up with the chat here. Tritoni's been very lurky today, yeah, working, same here. I've been at Rig's channel today, and Mike's at GOG. I've seen a little bit of Gmail, lots of people. This morning, Bennett's was live, so I checked out his channel as well, just for a bit, but work was kind of busy, so I didn't really have the chance to talk too much to people.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
So it's been a busy day. Work-wise and Twitch-wise. Yeah, Gmail. Yeah, he's a pretty cool guy. He does stream some modern games as well, but he's got a nice channel. The frame rate of CNC is quite low. Stream and camera smooth. Oh, that's good. But the game is like 1 frame per second. Oh, I actually don't know.
Our base is under attack.
Change that.
Unit lost.
Because, well, you know. Ah, right. If I'm looking at the transition here, yeah. It is kind of jagged. That's odd. Well, if anybody has any ideas on how I can change that, because, like I said, I'm a bit of a noob to what's the tech, where tech is concerned.
Our base is under
It took a while to figure out how OBS works and everything. but I got that set up eventually. But I have no idea how to change the settings to make this go smoother.
Repairing.
Oh, that works well. So let me just see if I can do something about that. If anybody knows, sound effects keeps getting louder. That's very strange. Should not, you know, get louder. It's a fixed setting. Let's see here. So maybe I can set the graphics here. So let me see. I could actually make this less... Oh, there's windowed mode. Oh, that's perfect. Windowed mode. I can do a full screen borderless window. And, well, let me just try that out. Hey, it's Ren. Hey, welcome in, Ren. Yes, that's good. All right, let's see if that works. I think that's smoother, isn't it? Is that better? Ha! Perfect. So it was just a simple setting in the game itself, and now it's odd how that works. So yeah, welcome in, Ren. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for joining in. So cool to see everybody here. And yeah, I was just playing some Command & Conquer, just basically really to test out the stream. This has just been a game that I've been playing lately, and yeah, just seeing how that works. And I've set up some things here, so the camera and the chat and the alert boxes over there. And yeah, I got all sorts of things set up just to try it out. And I've got some sound commands as well. Rig ruined the game for you. Man, Rig actually made me play it again. God, yeah, making this game. Yeah, and thank you for that. I mean, I still love this, and I love this. Look at this. Isn't that cool? You can zoom in, even. I love that. But I'm enjoying the new updated graphics quite a bit, so yeah. That's pretty cool. Let's see. So the sound is not getting louder of the game. I read something about the sound. I hope the sound is now nice and quiet in the background, not too loud. And you were expecting board games. Well, I do have board games in the back. So you know what? Since I don't have redemptions right now, I'm not affiliated. Yeah, that's the word. Affiliated yet. So I can't have redemptions. But if you guys want to see something, you know, if you spot something behind me, or maybe you can just think of a game, maybe I have something, I'll pull it out. I'll do a live unboxing, and I'll talk a bit about that game. I'll give you a little bit of a live review, if you will. So have a bit of fun with that. So let's see. Oh, the figures on top. Those are Transformers. I'm a bit of a Transformers enthusiast as well, just like that Michael
Unit
thing,
ready.
who I also visited today.
Building.
It's been, yeah, it's been a busy day. So let's see.
Construction complete.
The remake, yeah. Sound is okay now, I guess. Okay, sound is good. That's great. Hey, Bennett, welcome in. Welcome
Unit
in.
ready.
Ahoy.
Building.
Great, great. So many people already. This is fantastic. So let's see. We got Transformers. I can show you some Transformers too if you're interested. And your daughter's drooling on about the board games and the figurines. Yeah. It's a big hobby of mine. Yeah. So, you know, if you have anything you want to see, let me know. Just put it in the chat. I'll pull it out. We're here to have fun. Not even that interested in finishing this level, to be honest. If I can, I will, of course. I mean, I love the game.
Affirmative.
But if we don't, and we just talk about stuff and board games, that's perfectly fine.
Got it. Yes.
Let's get these guys out of the way.
Unit lost.
Oh, hey.
Yes.
Hey, listen.
Right away, sir. Yes, sir.
Gonna set up a bit of a
Acknowledge.
defensive
Yes.
position
Moving
here.
out. Ready and waiting out.
Let's Oh,
Our
they
base is
destroyed
under
one of my
attack.
turrets. That's okay.
Unit lost.
Let's build another tank.
Building.
And I should build an APC. How much are they? 700.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Sorry. So, Ren, dude. I have 148 Transformers back in the day. Oh, you had. From collecting. 1 year, my best friend lost his job and his family was struggling. Their son was not going to get anything for Christmas, so I loaded up all of mine. Oh my god, and put them in a box for their son to have all of them. That must have been a fantastic Christmas for that guy. Wow. Imagine that. And G1 Transformers, I imagine. I mean, if he took good care of those Transformers, he's sitting on a small fortune there. just warning you there, Ren.
Yes, sir.
But that is awesome. That's really, really cool. Bennett, you definitely need to have a mustache like this. Absolutely, absolutely. That would suit you. You know, it would suit you. You're Italian with the mustaches. Chef's kiss.
Construction complete.
We have these signs at like bakeries and a gelati store, like ice cream shops, and it's always some Italian chef with a chef's hat and this mustache and chef's kiss. It's always that image. So that's a thing.
Yes, sir.
Here, at
Permanent.
least. All right. All the banter. So yeah, he was thrilled. They sold a couple of higher priced ones. Yeah, that's a good idea. I bought a cheap car from those. Wow. The rest the kid played with and traded with friends for video games and stuff. Apparently they helped them get back on their feet. That is absolutely priceless. That is super cool, man. That's a cool story. This almost is CNC real-time strategy. Yep, there are strategy board games too. Many, absolutely. Yep. I've never seen such a chef vanilla. Probably, it's a stereotype.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Knowledge.
moving the NPC. What do we have? We've got like... Oh, hey! What happened? That was a host. Oh, you're hosting, True Tony's. Thank you very much for the host. Thank you very much for that. It's cool. I see my bot works. That's great. Boardgame Heaven. Alright, let's move a couple of these guys out here already before they get stuck. See, that's right.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Stuck. Oh, I need to repair.
Repairing.
So I need to
Unit
move
reporting.
them just a few at a time. They might be able to go through here. Let's see, what else can we build? My power consumption is looking good. Yeah, let's build another
Building.
guard tower just to keep my base safe.
Yes, sir.
Oh, wow.
Affirmative.
Coffee Cup Arcade with the raid. Thank you, Ren. Hey, one person raid. Thank you.
Construction complete.
Icons are working as well. That's cool. Yes, Bennett, I did set up my my bot alerts, although I'm not sure if everything works the way I want it, because the alert pops up and I have the standard alert with the walking zombie that OBS Streamlabs has, and I kind of want to change that into something more unique.
Yes, sir.
I have no idea how to go about that.
Yes,
So
sir.
that's something I need to
Affirmative.
still
Vehicle
dive
requirement.
into.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
But yeah, we'll figure that out, you know, bit by bit. Need to start somewhere, right? So, yeah. I'm glad the frames per second are good. I'm really happy about that, because I was a bit worried that that would not work that well. So they seem to be coming through here a lot. So I guess I'll put one down there. I was kind of making a sort of a gauntlet here for them to move through, but yeah.
Building.
Gotta close that gap.
Construction complete.
There we go. Got some more
Building.
tanks. 800, yep. And let's see, you know what? I'm gonna use my chopper. Ooh, what's going on? What's going on? Oh, nice. Yeah, getting shot. That works. Yeah, that's good. Oh, look at that.
Not a problem.
That's fine. You guys.
Construction complete.
Yes,
Unit
to do.
lost.
Oh, wow, their harvester is pretty aggressive. Scatter. You know? Sheesh.
Unit, yes.
There go my troops.
Reporting.
Unit
These are my
lost.
Moving out.
engineers. I guess I'll move them
Moving
here.
out.
Yeah, now I
Our
made them
base
angry.
is under
Yes, sir.
attack.
Affirmative. Angry.
Guard.
Unit lost.
I was gonna put some troops on the tank, but they're gone. And this is
Unit reporting.
gone.
Affirmative.
Or do we? Oh yeah, this is the
Unit. Moving out. Yes, sir.
attack. So, Tony's making dinner. Yeah. Enjoy that. Enjoy your dinner.
Vehicle reporting.
Unit lost.
All right. You know what?
Yes,
Our
You
base
can go
is
over
under
here.
attack.
Oh no.
Repairing.
Yes.
All going to hell. Ah, that works. That worked before.
Unit report. Acknowledged.
We go over there.
Waiting. Moving out.
So much to
Repairing.
manage. So much to manage. But at least, yeah, this is now just repaired. That's good. You guys want to try some sounds? Type in some sound commands. They're in the bottom. I just like to see if they work. I haven't tried them myself yet. I added them to the bot.
Unit reporting.
But, oh yeah.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Waiting orders. Moving
Right.
out.
Fantastic. So that works. I'm happy. Now I need to build some, let's say some mini gunners.
Building.
5 of these,
Unit ready.
these,
Building.
chopper.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready. Unit ready.
Dude, why are you
Yes, sir.
Building.
taking the long way
Unit
around?
ready. Unit ready.
Okay.
Building. Unit
All right.
ready.
Can we
Unit.
take it for
Unit
tanks?
ready.
Yes, sir.
Move them
Building.
over there.
Unit ready.
Vehicle reporting.
Repairing.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Dude,
ready.
Affirmative.
just run it
Building.
over, please.
No. Unit report. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Like the AI is super aggressive with running over soldiers
Moving out.
with everything.
Moving out.
But yeah, getting my guys to run over
Yes, sir.
their soldiers is just so hard.
Yes, sir. Yes,
It's
sir.
unfair.
Acknowledged.
Tell you. There is a cooldown of okay. The explosions are loud. Yeah, let me just they are a bit loud. Gameplay sound effect. Yeah, the sound effects are still at full. I'll just put all of this just a little bit.
Sound hardware initialized. Sound hardware initial.
I can
Sound
use that.
hardware
That's handy.
initialized.
So,
Acknowledged.
alrighty. Resume. Take out their harvester. That's good. Oh, this is gone already too. That's also good.
Unit reporting.
So you guys can all.
Waiting orders.
Well, let's just
Yes, sir.
move you
Moving
guys
out.
over there. Ah, look at all the
Yes,
dudes.
sir.
Just
Moving out.
move. No.
Yes, sir. No.
Yes. Yes. Finally.
Unit
Squish him.
lost.
Unit moving
Oh,
out.
they're rocket launcher dudes. Oh, they're good
Unit
tanks.
lost.
Oh,
Yes,
no.
sir. Moving
Engineers are in here. Get out of there. Run.
Affirmative.
Oh no. Look at all the rocket launcher. Rocket launcher.
Moving out.
Oh no.
Moving out.
No, no.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
You? You've got a minigun. You go attack these guys.
Yes, sir.
Spy that.
Vehicle
Spy
reporting.
that.
Unit reporting. Vehicle
You
reporting.
guys.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Oh, they ran through the Tiberian. Yeah, that's always a good thing. That's nice. All right.
Yes,
So
sir.
you
Moving
can stay
out.
there. You
Yes,
can
sir.
go here.
Acknowledged. Yes,
You
sir.
can go and repair. Huzzah!
Yes, sir. Roger.
Happy kids.
Repairing.
Yes, sir.
Another tank. Gonna move you
Moving out.
here. Alrighty.
Ready
I don't know how many can go in there. 5, probably. Bloop, bloop.
Unit lost.
6?
Yes, sir.
No, 5. Right.
Affirmative.
Nice. Oh no! Something happened here. Alright. Alright, alright.
Unit lost.
You guys join the rest. Yeah. Land here.
Vehicle reporting.
Deploy the guys.
Moving out.
Here. And go pick up the rests.
Ready and waiting. You got it. Affirmative.
Unit
I don't have a rocket
lost.
launcher. I should have that one. Yeah, I've got a cooldown of 1 minute on users, but not on the sound effects, if I recall correctly. So you can try all the different ones, and then by then a minute will have passed, and you can try them again.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Yes, sir. Moving out. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
nice, good shot, good
Moving
show.
out.
Alrighty. Well, I think I'll build another tank.
Building.
And some more dudes. Let's get... let's just
Building.
soldiers, they're cheap.
Unit ready.
Load them up into the chopper.
Building.
Yes, sir.
Yep, you're
Unit
going
ready.
over here, aren't you?
Unit ready.
Good, good, good.
Building. Unit ready. Insufficient funds. Construction complete.
What nonsense.
Unit
What?
reporting.
Oh, they're already there.
Acknowledge.
Okay, yep. That's what I thought.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Nice. Alright, let's unload these guys over here. The trombone is not working. Why is the trombone not working? That's odd. Should work. Should work. Or that was probably because of the cooldown. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
So yeah,
Yes, sir.
you know, if any one of you wants to check out a board game,
Acknowledge.
let me know. Or a Transformer. You know, name your favorite Transformer. I'll pick them off the shelf. How many streams have you done? Well, this is technically, officially my second. But the first one was basically just a testing stream where I just set up the basics and I played some Command and Conquer, and Bennett was there as my guinea pig, thankfully, to help me out with some, you know, stream stuff, basically, if the sound was right or not and everything. We just tried out some stuff. And it wasn't running optimally yet. Again, also, at the start it was very laggy, but I changed some settings and just fiddled a bit with it, and it seems to be working nicely today, so I consider this to be my first official actual stream. So I'm
Moving out.
quite happy to have all of you guys here. That's really cool. I'm very thankful for that.
Yes, sir.
You know, might even try to go for affiliate
Acknowledge.
if I can manage the time. Everybody's streaming, yeah, everybody's streaming. It's addictive. You know, you see people streaming and you're thinking, hey, that looks like fun. I should try that.
Building.
And it is fun
Unit ready.
because you can just have a chat
Building.
with friends, you know?
Unit
yeah, one
ready.
of us. Absolutely.
Unit ready.
It's just, the only thing is
Building.
that there are so many people streaming.
Unit ready.
There's a lot of people streaming at the
Unit
same time.
ready.
Reporting.
And then, you know, you have to choose who to watch, and you can have a couple of tabs open, but you can only actively participate in
Yes.
one stream at a time, of course. And,
Acknowledge.
yeah, tough decisions. So then if you want to stream yourself, I'm trying to find a time where there's not too many others live. So in the European evening, that's usually when Rig stops and when Mike is already done, and, you know, most
Moving out.
people in, well, Australia and America usually don't stream at this hour. But then there's, of course, there's Manafay, there's Bennett's, there's Immy Cats sometimes. So yeah, you'll always have several streamers. And of course, it's a small world because we all know each other. So yeah, but it doesn't matter. It's just for fun.
Moving out.
So there we go. Yeah.
Building.
Tank. So let's see how are we doing here. Still some Tiberium left. My two turrets are gone again. So let me just build some sandbags and fill that up.
Construction complete.
And yes, the retro community is the best. This has been such a fun experience.
Construction complete.
I only started following people like 4 months ago because I got into Twitch. Honestly, the first time I installed Twitch or registered an account was to play Roll20. I think Roll20 needed you to have a Twitch account, I believe, or for a certain plugin. I'm not sure anymore. But I was playing Dungeons and Dragons online on Roll20 with friends.
Building.
And I, for some reason, set up a Twitch account for that. Just, you know, a name and a password. And never really looked into what Twitch is, to be honest.
Yes, sir.
You know what? I'm going to save here. GDI Mission 9 B. And at some point I noticed that the Bardic Broadcasts, the guy from HeroQuest is the best game in the world and anyone who says otherwise is wrong, that man streamed at some point. Suddenly, unannounced, secret stream. And I was like, ooh, cool, I need to watch that. And I started following him and watching his streams, and he's not affiliated even. He just randomly pops up and streams the coolest retro games as well, and, you know, adventure and stuff. And with his booming voice, it's just a joy to listen to. And then I discovered Fractal Mind Mike. And yeah, and then people start raiding. Because the Bard didn't raid, but Mike did, and then I discovered Rig, and I discovered Bennett's, and everybody else, and it's just like a snowball growing. Many people started the same way, yeah, probably, yeah. Let me just catch up with the chat there, and pause this. Alright, it's a very friendly category, yeah, you can get a lot of friends pretty quickly, that's true, absolutely. If you play a new game, you get a high chance to get raided by thousands of people. Yeah, yeah. If you have something that's really popular and new, obviously that's But first of all, my computer is too old. It runs Skyrim nicely, but anything new, I tried playing what's the water game again? The underwater game that scares everybody, Subnautica. And I loved it. Such a cool game, but I could only play it at the lowest settings. And at some point I went into some cave, and I guess there was a lot of loading going on because it kept crashing at the same spot every time. So my computer just can't handle that, and anything newer, forget about it. So yeah. Let's see. So do you hang out in Twitch board games a lot? Oh, I actually don't know if there is a Twitch board game. I know that there are people who stream RPGs because I follow Free League Publishing, which is one of my favorite RPG publishers. Free League is a Swedish company, if I'm not mistaken, and they have lots of really, really cool IP for RPGs. They've got Aliens, the role-playing game, which I can really recommend. I did a review of it on my channel. Just check my channel. There's a review for Alien the RPG, and it's so much fun, and it's really, you feel like you're, you know, on one of those ships or a planet with the aliens lurking, and really, really well written. And they also have Tales from the Loop, which some of you might know from the Prime TV show, which is also really good. They have a follow-up on that called Things from the Flood, which is basically more of the same. They've got a Swedish RPG that they translated to English called Vasen, which is about folklore creatures, kind of like set in the 1800s, with, you know, all kinds of mysteries you need to figure out. Mystery RPGs, also a lot of fun. And yeah, they get many more, but they have some really cool stuff. So I followed them, and they host like, you know, people who have a lot of following, and they play RPGs online with like a bunch of people who all have their own channels in role playing, and they kind of group together, play a Free League game, and Free League hosts that, and that's fun to watch. But those are lengthy streams because playing an RPG takes a long. Well, retro streams are sometimes lengthy too, but yeah. But yeah, that's basically the only board gaming stream I know, and there are some board gaming related channels that have a Twitch channel that will stream when there's some kind of convention going on or some kind of special, you know, that one-time things, not like regular let's play a board game. So maybe I should look into that a bit more. Yeah, but if you play a new game, there are like, yeah, tens of thousands of people playing the same game. Yeah, that is also true. And the popular channels will have lots of people, and the smaller channels won't. So yeah, that's also true, Bennett. So do you hang? Yeah, that's the board games. It's something not very polite to say, but I've discovered or started Twitch while I was locked down due to the pandemic. Yeah, but same here. I mean, I didn't know it existed before then. And yeah, lots of people probably got bored and started streaming because they had nothing else to do. But that's fine, you know. If that works for you and you get something good from that, that's perfect. Yeah, I wanted to upgrade Big D. I wanted to upgrade my PC, but as you know, video cards, graphics cards are like through the roof or completely unavailable. So I'm waiting until video cards, graphics cards go down again. And I was actually, my job was actually offering me a new PC, and they said, you know, just build a PC, here's your budget, build a PC, because I work at home like everybody else now for 3 days a week, and before it was 5 days a week, of course, with the lockdown. And the office said, well, you know what, after the summer holiday, we'll start again with 3 days at home, 2 days at the office, and we'll spread people around a bit so we can have more room in the office for people, so you know you don't sit next to each other again, safety measures. And that works really well, and everybody's really happy with that, really. So, but to work from home, you need a decent PC. Now this one works for working at home, it works fine, but it was time for an upgrade. So you know, the office agreed, well, we'll give you a budget and you can upgrade. But you know, there were no graphics cards, which is crazy. So I'm just waiting for that. True Tony's, you didn't miss. I was just messing. We're just chatting now while looking at the pause screen. Well, maybe I should do something again. Let me build a tank.
Building.
I'm gonna build a tank. So you got a 3070 sitting here collecting dust, Big D. What? Why are you not using it? Send it over to me. It's collecting dust. Ray told us the real meaning of life. Yeah, well, I knew the real meaning of life 2 years ago.
Construction complete.
And then I turned 43 and I forgot. So that's a sad thing, yeah. I was privy to that for exactly 1 year.
Waiting order.
Let me just move the tank. They're nice. They're yeah, safely over there. There's not much coming from their base because I destroyed their harvesters. Ha! They're running out of money. That's good. That's good. That's a good strategy. All right, and I can build another tank. Yeah, should I build the one? These are expensive. These dudes. Almost ready to try a Zerg mob. So yeah, you snagged a 3070 in April. managed to get a 3080 3 weeks later. Oh,
Construction
yeah.
complete.
What? Sell the 3070 now, dude? I mean, they're
Waiting order.
pretty, you know, expensive. If you look at their current prices, geez, I'd sell them. I'm too lazy to guess. Trutonius has no idea what 3070. It's a graphics card. It's a graphics card. And a 3070 and 3080 are, you know, latest models. I think there's... Is there a 3090 out? I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but like if the 3080 is the newest one right now, which has lots of memory and plays the newest games at full settings, the 3070 is still pretty good. You can do almost as much, if not the same things with it. I mean, yeah, 3090, exactly. I mean, the differences are sometimes so small that it's not worth the price difference. That's what I gather from what I know
Building.
of graphics cards, and I'm not an expert. Not by a long shot.
Unit ready. Building.
All right,
Waiting order. Roger.
just building some more
Unit
troops.
ready.
Reporting. Waiting order.
Building. Unit ready.
Ready and waiting. Affirmative.
Get in there, you guys.
Building. Insufficient funds.
Yes.
Unit
Moving out.
ready.
Yes.
I told you to get in there. Nani?
Moving out.
The only big numbers I know are 2,600. Okay, and you prefer to... Those are Ataris, right? Aren't those Ataris? Yeah, awesome. Let's build one
Building.
Grandier. This is almost full, yep. And then I
Unit
will
ready.
attempt to zerg the enemy base. All your base are belong to us.
Moving out.
Yeah.
Unit reporting.
And remember, I got this.
Waiting order.
I'll name that number 2. Those are my engineers. Yeah.
Unit report. Moving out.
Hey, cat. Stop dead in our tracks. I got a cat here.
Vehicle reporting.
Alright, vehicle.
Moving out.
Go back there. Hello, kitty cat. Alright, you know what?
Yes. Reporting.
All of these, number 1.
Reporting order.
All of these, number 2.
Unit
All of
reporting.
these, number 3.
Yes,
And
sir.
this thing, number 4. Alright, let's save. Cross our fingers. Yeah, I'll just save over this one. Confirm. When are you going to become partner? Probably never. I mean, partner, that's like 75 viewers on average, or at least. And I don't know how many subscribers. And how many hours. I mean, no thanks. I mean, I don't have time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. I got a full-time job. I got a family. I got my board gaming channel as a hobby, which basically already eats up all of my time, along with actually playing board games from time to time. Wow, imagine that. So this is really, this is really an experiment. Oh nope, I don't want to quit. I want to resume. An experiment, really. Affiliate would be nice, and make that's cool. Add some emotes, you know, just have some fun with that. But yeah. I mean, Mike and Rig do stream a whole lot. That's their main thing, right? Alright, so let's see.
Ready and waiting. Yes, sir.
I'm gonna send in the tanks first. And
Ready and waiting.
the
Affirmative.
Grenadiers.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
See how that goes.
Ready and waiting.
They can get over the... Oh!
Yes, sir.
They're selling.
Moving out.
Squish them. Good! Haha! Well done, well done, well done.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
They're chickening out.
Acknowledged. Moving out.
Kind of takes away a little bit of the victory here, don't you think?
Moving out.
Building this whole army,
Moving out. Yes, sir.
and then they're chickening out. So, I guess it's time to send
Yes,
in the
sir.
engineers already.
Affirmative.
Oh,
Moving out. Yes, sir.
you guys move over here.
Reporting.
You guys just
Affirmative.
move over there.
Yes, sir.
Alright.
Moving out.
Oh, there's
Yes,
something
sir.
shooting at me. Get that thing out of the way. Get that
Yes,
thing
sir.
out of the way. Boom, boom.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Get over here.
Reporting. Yes, sir. Acknowledging. Yes, sir. Ready. Waiting. Got
Go,
it.
go, go.
Yes, sir.
Go, go, go.
Affirmative.
Just go
Affirmative.
here. Go here.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Moving
Okay.
out.
You guys get in here. Engineer.
Moving out.
Get in there.
Acknowledged.
Nod building
You get in
captured.
there. Oh
Our
no.
base is under attack.
Did he just blow up the engineer? Oh. Ha. Yeah. Goodbye.
Structure sold.
Alright.
Yes, sir.
You know what?
Yes,
Take out
sir.
their energy structures, because then
Acknowledged.
they won't
Nod
be able.
building
I
captured.
did get.
New construction options.
Then he can shoot anymore, can he?
Primary
Yeah.
building
Oh, he can
selected.
still. Alright, you move over here so you can take that.
Moving out.
Oh, sorry. What's the matter, cat?
Yes.
A loud meow.
Yes. Ready and waiting.
Take their
Yes, sir.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Do that. Just capture.
Our base is under attack. Nod building
I have a
captured.
cat going crazy.
New construction options.
Alrighty. No, I want to repair this. And
Repairing.
all of y'all,
Yes, sir.
Zerg mob. Boom.
Yes, sir.
Oh, half of you can
Reporting.
attack this.
Affirmative.
And you guys
Yes,
attack
Affirmative.
this. Alright.
Unit lost.
You're on guard.
Unit lost.
Unit acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Yeah, yeah.
Acknowledged.
Victory's near.
Unit lost.
Yes.
Airstrike ready.
Airstrike. We need an airstrike. Ah,
Unit lost.
airstrike. Alright. You know, you guys, you can
Yes.
also destroy that. Please, thank you.
I need about 350.
Haha, need about 350. Alright,
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
so I guess the only thing that's left. Oh, look at that. Still have some
Ready and
dudes over here.
You got it.
Yeah, he's still harvesting over there? Yep, he is. Cat comes close enough, I'll show you the cat. Oh, I can't get there. I can't get there. Well then, airstrike ready. You know what?
Select target.
I'm gonna strike the heck out of them. There it comes. Ooh, there it goes. There it goes. There it goes. Boomity boomity boom. Didn't even destroy it fully. I mean, worthless. Worthless.
Vehicle
Can you
reporting.
get
Moving out.
close enough?
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Can you get close enough?
Unit reporting.
Yeah, you go
Acknowledged.
there. Nah.
Yes, sir.
Nope. I'm about to lose it. Oh no.
Yes, sir.
Actually-
Acknowledged.
He survived. Oh, do I have to move him all the way around now? Really?
Reporting.
You guys.
Wait away, sir.
Alright. I guess
Waiting
there's
order.
nothing
Affirmative.
else to do. Oh, jeez.
Yes, sir.
Dudes.
Moving out.
Let me catch up on the stream while these guys walk. Alright. I need to start trending. Oh wow, the chat actually moved so fast. I didn't just see it. Yeah. We need to start trending Boardgame Heaven for partner and Bennett's 256 for partner. Yeah, well Bennett's surely. Big D, yeah. Get affiliate. I mean, seems fun. Twitch has its own way to make you partner. There are some requirements, but in the end they decide. It's true, but yeah, those requirements are pretty steep. Happy to get affiliate. Oh, I already read that. If I hung out in retro console, I bet I could hit partner fast. But if the older people remember me from way back in the day, nobody knows my old days in retro PC. Sadly, don't know whoever would support me on Twitter. On Twitter? Yeah, I mean, Twitter. I have a Twitter as well, but I post my stuff on Twitter. You know, whenever I make a new video, I post it on Twitter just as a notification board, really. I don't do a lot else on Twitter because I generally... Twitter is a pretty hostile spot.
Reinforcements have arrived.
For some reason. I don't know. Maybe it's just my experience. But I found Instagram to be a lot more friendly for, you know, as a social environment.
Reinforcements have arrived. Mission accomplished.
There we go. Awesome. Little movie. Oh, yeah. If I alt tab out of that, it's it stops. So let me just read up. Yeah, Twitter. I've used hashtags on Twitter probably only 2 or 3 times. Yeah, true. Yeah, if you use hashtags on Twitter, then people should be able to find your posts more easily. But that works on Instagram too, and I do it on Instagram. I don't really do it on Twitter. I don't know why. Cacho. Oh, Bennett's wants a Cacho. Obi. Come here, Obi. She is in her little basket. I'll see if I can just... Let me just grab the webcam. See if you can see her from a distance. Let's see. Move this. There. That is the cat. Over there. And my studio in the back. Obi is not interested. Cat jam, yeah. That was a little cat jam there. True. Puss. Psst, 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 psst. Leave me alone. And this is Isla, a little mascot there. Oh, look at all the cats. There you go. Oh, she's turned around. Are you coming this way, cat? Psst, 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 psst. She's got a little basket that she kind of got it from the dog. My wife has a small dog, and it grew a little bit too big for the basket, and so she said, "Do you want it for the cat?" I said, "Let me put it down and see if she wants it," because we kind of keep them apart, although they've been together a few times and they don't really mind each other. But my wife's allergic to cats, so the cat usually stays around me. And we gave her the little sleeping pillow basket thing, and she instantly jumped in, and she loves it. So I'll try that again. She's turned around. Let me just... There she is. Hello? Hello, Obi? Yes? Hello? Puss, 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 puss. I summon you with a pss, 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 pss. There we go. Yeah. Maybe it's a she, by the way, Tony. Yeah. Cat treat, but she's fat enough. She doesn't need any more cat treats. Here's Ray, father, husband, reviewer, board gamer, video gamer, YouTuber, movie enthusiast, 80s music and pop cult lover. Yes. And he found a way to have a 35 hours. If only I had found a way, some kind of time pocket that would grant me extra hours. Oh boy. Yes, please. Cool. She doesn't understand English? I don't know. Cat, do you understand English? She's just not interested. She's just on fully ignore mode. She responds to her name. Obi. Nope. She chooses to fully ignore me. Speaking about movies, what movies are you interested in? Well, the easy answer, the short answer is everything 80s. I'm mad about everything from the 80s. I grew up in the 80s. I saw all the movies, the TV shows, every Saturday and Sunday morning, you know, Thundercats, Transformers, G.I. Joe, Ulysses 31, which is a fantastic show, but also the movies, you know. I mean, I can't wait to see the new Ghostbusters movie. I'm really looking forward to that one. I'm looking forward to the June movie. Have you seen Quest for Fire? I think I have. Was that the one with the cavemen kind of barbarian people? It was an Italian movie, wasn't it? Yeah, I mean, Big D, so am I. I mean, all about 80s games, TV, movies, music, the music in the 80s. Come on. Fantastic. Fantastic. The music, I mean, yeah, my mug is already in the kitchen, but I have a Queen mug that I use to drink my tea every day. I love Queen, my favorite band of all times. Do I have a Queen T-shirt? I think I have a Queen T-shirt, or maybe not anymore. I love David Bowie. I like the Stones, but there's also, you know, there's a lot of modern bands that I like as well. Not as many. I mean, 80s, everything from the 80s is good. Basta. Even if it's bad, it's good. But in the 90s, I liked music in the 90s, but it's not as memorable. And then came a whole period, I mean, the zeros, and then, I mean, some good stuff and a lot of forgettable stuff. I mean, good stuff that came out, for example, Muse. Muse is fantastic. I love Muse. Rammstein, like that as well. And there's a couple, you know, Franz Ferdinand, I like them. I've seen plenty of modern bands at, you know, rock festivals and pop festivals. I've been to quite a few. And there's good stuff out there. And even some stuff that I wasn't really interested in, and you see them live, and you're like, well, okay, this is pretty good. But, you know, you never really become a fan like I was from music from the 80s. I mean, that's just chef's kiss. I want to see that movie someday. Yeah, so the Quest for Fire, I'm guessing, yeah. I've been hyped about it since Kilgore once was having a movie hype about it. Yeah, Kilgore, yeah. I mean, he must have seen them all. He's a bit older than us. And there's also the Throne of Fire. Throne of Fire, which is also a sword and sorcery kind of movie. There's quite a few. There's Dragon Slayer, and there's a little bit of those B movies, more or less, from the 80s, which, yeah, seemed to have a big following, like a cult following. But, you know, I'm all about stuff like Die Hard and oh my, yeah, Snake Plissken, you know, Escape from New York. Big Trouble in Little China. That's such a cool movie. I have the board game for Big Trouble in Little China, which is awesome. I have a review on my channel. I suggest you check it out because that is an awesome game. It's sadly out of print. The game has been out of print for a couple of years, but you can still find copies here and there if you look for it, and that is a worthwhile purchase. Fully cooperative. It has the miniatures with Jack Burton and everyone from the movie. It's super cool. It's a really good game. So you just ate the new Ghostbusters cereal. Was sitting on top of my fridge a couple of months. No plans on eating it. Just bought it for the box. Cool. Ghostbusters, they don't have that here. I collect silver. You collect silver? Recently got a Queen and Bowie silver coin. Okay. I didn't know that was a thing. That's pretty cool. I grew up with Queen, yeah. My parents had 2 vinyls, the greatest hits, of course, and the Freddie Mercury album. And I used to listen to them all day. I know, right? I mean, I have the greatest hits 1 and 2, and there's a 3, which was after Freddie already died, and they had some covers and they had some guest singers. But that's also a good album. And yeah, I think I have them in my car, like permanently. I have a CD changer, whatever that's called. You can put like 5 or 6 CDs in there, and I have them in there permanently. It's so good. And you like the Who and Elton John, Big D, yeah. Oh, you have the coins for that too. Okay, cool. Led Zeppelin, also great band. T-shirt for that too. Yeah, I mean, fantastic. Italians did a shitload of bad movies. Yeah, they did, and I love them for it. Bennett, I love them for it. It's super cool. We talked Big Trouble in Little China the other day. Yes, we did. We did, which is why it popped into my head just then. Yeah. So cool. There's a Big Trouble in Little China Commodore 64 game, or ZX Spectrum. Okay. You know what? I could stream HeroQuest on the ZX Spectrum if you're interested in that. I'm going to continue here and save that. I'm going to see if I can boot that up. I had an emulator for the ZX Spectrum, and I had HeroQuest on that. I might, yeah, let's try that. Put the joystick, yeah. So many games with the emulator. Yeah, I don't even have a joystick. Well, at least, no, I don't. I just use the keyboard, which works. All right, do I go into the small country or the big country? Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna go to Romania. Romania needs my help. It's clear. The joystick I have was the one of the C64 Mini. You know, like the triangular one with the one button. I had a beige one with brown handle and button. And later I had a black one with the red handle and button. But the beige one just fit with the Commodore, you know, the ugly beige and the brown buttons.
Tiberium is
looks
named
hideous.
after the Tiber River in
And they had
Italy,
like
where it was
beige
first discovered.
PC, you know, desktops for a long time as well, until finally they changed them to like black or white.
There are now
even
more than 200 areas
metallic
of the Earth
colors.
affected by Tiberium deposits.
But for the Commodore,
Tiberium
it kind of
appears
looks
to be
nice
spreading by
because
means
it's
of
nostalgic.
conveyance.
But for a PC, it's horrible colors.
Dr. Mobius,
So I guess
tell our
it's like
viewers
Civil War
just what
using that on the ZX. I don't know,
Molecularly,
Bennett.
it's a non-carbon-based
Oh,
element
who's this?
that appears to
Mobius.
have strong ferrous qualities.
Look at this guy.
Resonating reversible energy that has a
Yeah, that guy too. They're all hilarious. Good acting.
Structures with inconsequent and unequal positrons orbiting on the first, second,
Wow.
and ninth quark rings. Whoa, is that
Crap
correct?
actors. Are you kidding me? This is great.
Let me put it this way.
This is fantastic.
Possibilities
I love
of
this.
Tiberium are limitless.
Dun dun dun.
We now know that not only does Tiberium leach elements from the soil, but it appears to also leach vital nutrients from all plant life.
Yeah, Tiberium
Being in
bad.
contact with Tiberium is extremely toxic and often fatal. Exposure should
Not
be
good
avoided.
for you,
Commander, you've been hustled. The UN wasn't against me,
Shepard.
not all of them at least. But we had to play that little game to lull Kane.
Yeah. All right. Save. So this is a GDI 10 OB1. Save. All right. I'm gonna quit this. Yes. I'm gonna see if I
Battle
can
control
start up
terminated.
that ZX Spectrum emulator. So let me see. I have to think how that worked again and where I put that. Boom, 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 boom. Let me just, for now, switch back to this cam. Yeah, you mean that. It's been a while since I did this, so I'm gonna have to search. It's probably on my games disc. Is it on my games disc? Let me just search for... What emulator? It's been a while. Let me just search for HeroQuest. I'm sure... HeroQuest PC game? PC game. It's not a PC game. This is different. I downloaded a HeroQuest PC game. Interesting. You can see the Transformers a bit better. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna grab one for you. Let's see. Any favorites? Almost looks like Predaking on the left, but probably not. Let me see. So on the left is that. Well, let me just so I can. Is that over there for you on the left? Yeah, that is on the left, right? So how far can you see? How far can you see? Yeah. Let me see how far my cable goes, or my. Oh, that's pretty far. So that guy over there, with the yellow axe on the front, that's actually a combiner that has Optimus Prime in the middle and just some random Autobots as limbs. It's got Sunstreaker and Mirage as arms, and the feet are Roller, which is the little truck that's behind in the trailer of Optimus Prime. They made an actual bot, transforming bot for that in the Combiner Wars series, and the other one is Ironhide, but you can't see him, the feet. Next to that is a similar kind of random combiner with Galvatron as the body, and some random Decepticons. That's Leo Kaiser combiner, and that's Computron, Superion, Menasor. That's the Protectobots, Defensor, Bruticus. See, this is good. This is good. Sound is back? Okay, I probably just pulled the cable out of the port by accident. Okay, good. So, Shockwave, yeah. And Shockwave, as you notice, has some nice light piping here. See that? That's pretty cool, isn't it? Some nice light piping for the eye. And he's got his little tube here, which has a white spot on it for some reason. Oh no, actually, oh yeah, they did that with Earthrise and Siege. They added some battle damage. But yeah, I like Shockwave. He's a cool robot. And Soundwave, also a really cool robot. Two of my favorites. I also have the Masterpiece Shockwave, which is in a glass cabinet. But yeah, that's, yeah, I collected some of those. I got Shockwave for my 6th birthday. Let a friend borrow, never got it back. Oh man, and that was a cool G1 Transformer. It actually made sound when you had him as the gun and even as the robot. But that was kind of inappropriate, because as the gun, you had like, you could hold him, the legs were like the grip, and his arms just went over his head like that, and he'd shoot, and you'd pull the trigger, and he had light and sound effects, which was pretty cool. But when you transformed him back into robot mode, then the trigger was there, like right there. So you could still shoot, you know, have the sound effects and the lights from his handgun, but you'd have to like trigger the, you know what, the giant robot penis. So that was kind of inappropriate, but it was a cool toy anyway. Sadly, yeah, well, all of those 80s. Well, these on top are all recent. They are like, let's see, it's I think 2017 or 18, because those series up there, that's Combiner Wars, Titan's Return, and Power of the Primes, which was a trilogy. And Combiner Wars and Power of the Primes had combiners as their main gimmick, which is why I have many of those combiners there, which is also the reason why I started collecting them, because I just really like combiners. And Power of the Primes had all the headmasters and the target masters with the little guys that transformed to their head or their gun. And so they kind of remade all of the G1 classic figures. All of the guys that you know from the cartoon were remade into modern versions with lots of articulation and just looked really good. So yeah, I collected those, and now they've moved on with a new trilogy, and I kind of stopped there. But yeah, it does look, it really looks legit G1, but it's smaller. The G1 was about this big and didn't have all the articulation. It's a bit stiff. You know, I mean, it could move the knees. This has a nice ratchet, but you know, he can move his legs outside. He has like all these joints and the arms, everything. You know, he can move everything. And the original one did actually have elbows. The Shockwave toy wasn't that bad, actually. I mean, the legs were a bit, it could only do like this, like the knee, and a bit, but this can do everything. We can do sideways, and he has a hip twist. He's got ankle tilt even, so you can a little, you know, pose those ankles a bit. I mean, and I like that about this, the engineering. These modern toys are pretty well engineered. So yeah. And after I collected, well, let me just catch up with the chat. So yeah, that I got a bunch of 80s still, but also bought a lot of early zeros because my local bargain store had a bunch of real cheap. Yeah, I mean, that's most of mine were secondhand as well. Well, some of these were new. The combiners were new. Actually, I think I got the combiners secondhand as well. Yeah, I did, because you can find them in stores here in the Netherlands or even, you know, Western Europe. It's really hard to find most of these. They have some of the mainline ones in the stores, but not a lot. And I got some Japanese issues back when Takara and Hasbro were still basically two companies. Takara and Hasbro both made the same robots, but they sometimes had a different paint scheme. And Hasbro would be closer to the toy line, the original G1 toys, and Takara would make the same toys because they have the same molds and the same factories, but they would paint them more like the cartoons. They were more cartoon accurate. And so I tried searching for the more cartoon accurate combiner sets, which Takara sold in boxes with all of them together, and they called them Unite Warriors. I don't know why, but they were called Unite Warriors, while in America with Hasbro they were called Combiner Wars, and they were sold separately, so you had to hunt for all 5 of them, which is a pain. And so I actually got most of these from eBay and such, and local Dutch kind of like a market site. And yeah, you can sometimes get them for a really good price. Speaking of the 80s, did you do GPK? Not sure how it was over there. Or Bandai, or oh, Jetfire Macross. Yeah, the Gestalts. Yeah. No, I did not. I don't think they had them here, or they were very rare. Nah. Oh, the Garbage Pail Kids. Oh, right. Yes, I remember that. We had cards. There were like cards that you could get. I don't remember where you got them from, but they were collectible cards with all of these different babies basically on them, and they did have Dutch names. They did translate the names, but it was kind of a weird and obscure thing to collect. I remember having some of those cards, but I don't recall seeing toys. I think they had like dolls maybe, but I don't think it really was big here. You spent ridiculous amounts on them on this millennium. I gave up 5 years ago realizing how much I spent. Oh my god. Didn't realize it was that popular in the States. Garbage Pail Kids. Yeah, that was... We had He-Man and G.I. Joe, and Transformers, She-Ra, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles toys, Barbie, obviously. And those were the big... And Lego, obviously. All the stores had Lego. Yeah. The other cartoon shows, they didn't really have a lot of toys. You know, like, I don't know, Biker Mice from Mars, and Jace and the Wheeled Warriors, which were popular cartoons, but you didn't see any toys. Or Brave Star. I think I saw some toys from Brave Star once as a kid. That was a pretty cool show. That was like Western science fiction. I really, really liked that one. Oh yeah, Ghostbusters. They did have those, the Ghostbusters toys, yeah. Both of them. There was the real Ghostbusters with, you know, the guys from the movie and the Ecto-1. And there was Ghostbusters with some kind of Chitty Chitty Bang Bang kind of car and Tracy, a gorilla. And it was really weird. And yeah, I can imagine they go for a pretty penny now. Most of that really old toys, they go for a pretty penny. If you have some really nice looking G1 Transformers too, those go for a nice amount. If you have them in the box or on the card, you know, with the bubble, man, that's hundreds of euros. Collectible stuff. Oh yeah. I've spent way too much on Marvel Lego stuff in the past years. Yeah, that's cool too. Yeah, should probably also give that up. It's a bottomless pit. It really is. It really is. But you know. I mean, look at the T-shirt here. I don't know if you've noticed, but that's a combiner with some iconic cars. I don't know if you can spot all the references in there. There is more than 5. But yeah, that's something I really liked. So Garbage Pail Kids was a bottomless pit trying to collect each set with a red border, then a blue border, and then a yellow border. Oh no, really? Oh boy. They tried stuff like that with every franchise in there. I mean, Transformers is notorious for the repaints. They had a model, and they were like, you know what? We have this car, and it sells well. Let's do it in a different color and give it a different name, and now it's a new character and it sells again. They even do that with the masterpieces, so yeah, and people buy them. So it works. So 1 and 2 packs was 1 yellow card, red card 1 and 5. Oh, rarity also, yeah. The blue card like 2 a box. I guess you're the second Transformers fan that I know on Twitch. The other one being a Polish friend with a cat. Yeah. I mean, that Michael thing is a fan as well, yeah. It's super cool. That's nice to know, True Tonys. And again, you know, if you want to check something out, let me know. I'll take it off the shelf. I plan on doing a redemption for that. Should I ever, you know, make it to affiliate, then I'll put up a redemption to show off a Transformer from my collection, as well as a board game from my collection. Yeah, Oh, I was actually... We're chatting again. I should change to just chatting. Trying to find the ZX Spectrum HeroQuest. I just can't remember how I ran it. Oh boy, it's been a while. So let me see, Steam library. Maybe it wasn't HeroQuest. Doing a search again. Let me just quickly turn off the airco and stretch my legs for a second, because it's getting a bit nippy. Alright. So yeah. Let me just see if I have anything new that I would like to share. Oh yeah, this is a nice game I got recently. I also did a review of that. Or have I've filmed the review. I haven't published it yet, I think. Or have I? So, oh, I didn't find anything. Look for HeroQuest. Look for HeroQuest in this disc. Alright, while it's looking, this is a game called Cartographers. And it's like a roll and write. And it's basically you draw cards and write. It doesn't have dice. Normally you roll dice and you write something down. But in this game you have sheets and cards with tetroid shapes on them and different kinds of terrain. And you have to fill them in. And you score points according to several other cards that have things on them that let you score points. Let me see if I can find those. Well, it's a bit complicated to just explain that, but let's say, you know, you have different kinds of terrain like forests and villages and rivers, and you can score points for having the biggest village, or for having forests along the edge of the map, or for having villages not touching forests, but if they touch, you know, like rivers, you get extra points, stuff like that. It's puzzly, and I like that. I like puzzly games with really nice artwork on all of the cards. It's just a small game, it's not that expensive, and it's published by Thunderworks Games. And this is a Dutch localization by Intrafin, but every language, this has been localized in a lot of languages. So that's, yeah, it's a really fun game if you are into board games at all. So let me check again. I completely forgot where I put that HeroQuest game, or how I ran. Did I run that on a web browser, perhaps? I think I did. That was a web browser. Let me just open up. I think I did. Did I make a shortcut for that? Let me just see. Interesting. I think I played that online. Yeah, I did. Though there is a website that has lots of ZX Spectrum games that you can just load and play. Let me see. Games. Where are you? Oh, well, that's odd. Games and... Oh, there we go. ZX Spectrum games. There we go. Ha ha. Here you go. So, let me switch back. Buy a 3070, get a Skylinks G1 free. I actually have a G1 Skylinks. Got it secondhand as well, not too long ago, but about a year ago. I never bought that Ghostbusters Ecto 1 Transformer. Yeah, I have that on my wish list too. There's one here in the Netherlands from a seller that has it. The shops don't have it, but there's a seller who has it for 50 euros. I've been debating getting it. I mean, it's not really a 50 euro toy. 30 euros I would have instantly snagged it, because that's just for the size, it's worth about 50. I don't know. But yeah, it's fun. There's also one of the Back to the Future, the DeLorean. There's also a DeLorean one, which is also cool. There's several. There's also a Top Gun jet, but that one looked horrible. So yeah, didn't bother. Alright, HeroQuest. Let me just search the page. Nope. Nope. Why are you not searching? That's odd. Well, HeroQuests. I think it was 84. Was it not? 84. Full Throttle. It can be. That's a different Full Throttle. Oh no, wait, hang on a second. The game was from 89, wasn't it? Yeah, there it is. 1990. HeroQuest. Alright. How's that music? Is it good? Hey, Bennett, you gotta go now. I need to get the pizza someone ordered for me. Someone ordered pizza for you. Oh yeah, with the redemption? What's on it, Bennett? Is it a pineapple pizza? Alright. No, never!
Oh yeah? Well, screw you guys, I'm going home.
Olives, anchovies, and onions. Nice. Let me just turn that down a bit. Only we finish eat ananas pizza, yeah, here as well. We call everything with pineapple Hawaii. So we have like toast Hawaii, pizza Hawaii, chicken Hawaii. Looking for Ghostbusters Transformers. A My Little Pony with Ghostbusters outfit pops up. Yeah, that's a thing as well. There was a comic. There's a comic that combines My Little Pony with Transformers. I don't know, man. But hey, whatever floats your boat. You know. Super fun. We also call everything Hawaii. Yeah, stop saying Hawaii in there. Alright, let me just figure out how this worked again. There were like certain buttons on my keyboard which I have to oh yeah, so O is up. Why isn't L down? That is super strange. Oh, I can find the up key, but not the down key. Oh. Ah. No. Ah. Okay. Okay. O is up, K is down. All right. Let's space. All right. So we have a. I can go up now. Okay, I can only go down. Okay, the Barbarian. Barbarian. Name the player. What should we call the Barbarian? Anyone have a name? Just pop it in the chat. Who will be our Barbarian? Should turn that down. Hopefully there's no echo. So is the background music okay? Or is it too loud? Is it nice? There's some music playing. This is a HeroQuest for the ZX Spectrum. I'm just gonna see if I can... Yeah, I will do it like this. And then I will switch back to this. There we go. This is a web browser based emulation for the ZX Spectrum. Oh, interesting. Yes, it is. I've had fun with this in the past. Call him Sleepy. I only stopped in to say hi almost an hour and a half ago. I do this every day and get like 4 hours of sleep. Yeah, okay, go get some sleep, Big D. Go get some sleep and enjoy your sleep and work tomorrow. All the best of luck with that. Tomorrow is Hum Day. So that means, you know, middle of the week. Hey, Mac. Thank you for joining. Hey, welcome in. Awesome. Welcome. Well, we are just starting HeroQuest emulated for the ZX Spectrum. And I need to change that in Twitch. So let me just see where I can do that again. Oh boy. To figure that out, all that stuff. Let me just see. Where could I do that again? Yeah, the board game. I love the board game, man. I mean, HeroQuest is fantastic. So welcome, Mac. I've just done. This is my first stream, really, and I got some sound commands. If you want to try them out, they're below in the description. Got some social media as well. You know, if you want to check them out, I have Discord. I can put that in the channel, and I have a Facebook page, Insta as well. First was, yeah, don't forget to save. Yeah, I mean, I can probably save it and download it from Twitch, from my settings there. So yeah, I'll find that out. That'll work. So I was looking for, I forget what I was doing. Oh yeah, I wanted to put in the name of the game. Hey, yeah, air horn. You can at least change the title easily in Stream Manager or using the chat mod. Oh, there's a chat mod command as well. Did not know. Let me just see. Yeah, you found the sound commands. Hooray! Let me see, in the dashboard perhaps? Can I change it there? Well, not in the chat bot. Okay, this is so confusing. It's so confusing. I don't think I need to use my chat bot for that. But maybe in Streamlabs OBS. Where was that again? Hey, Big D, get some good sleep, man. Thanks for stopping in, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Cheers, man. Yeah. All right. I'm having trouble finding where I can change the name. What's the chat command for changing the name of the stream? If anybody knows. There should be an edit stream info button in quick actions panel on your stream manager. Oh, my stream manager page. So that's on the website then. Oh, okay. Yeah, obviously. Let's see. Channel. Yeah, it's being slow. Let me just open that in a new tab then. Stream Manager. Loading. Ah, stream info. Edit stream info. There we go. Boop. Click that. All right. Ah, there we go. Command, yeah. So that was Command & Conquer. Now we're playing HeroQuest ZX Spectrum. Emulated. Can it find in the category Hero Questa? It does. That is fantastic. Ready. Done. There we go. Thank you for the help with that. True Tony's. It should say, or should update at some point to HeroQuest. Alright. Alright. Now, I remember if I clicked... Oh, there's a pause button. Double click it. there was a button that let you... Yes, there we go. If you click in one of the corners, you can actually just save. I can save Scum, a ZX Spectrum game. Cool. Yeah, okay, thanks. It was updated. Fantastic. Alright. That is awesome. Alright. We were naming the Barbarian. So yeah, Big D. I'm gonna call him... Oh, can I type? Can I not type? Oh, there we go. Oh, Lord. Okay. What's left and right? Oh, there we go. ZX is left and right. That's fitting. Big B. Oh, wow. It doesn't even go very fast. Oh, no. His name is Big. Alright? Can I change it to Big D? I have to rename it completely? Yeah. Alright. I'll be faster this time. Big D. Alright. End. Alright. What shall we name the dwarf? The dwarf. Let's wanna be a dwarf, Tony? No, I wanna be elf. Oh, okay. You wanna be elf. Okay. Let's... Okay. What shall we call the dwarf then? Mac? Wanna be the dwarf? Mac the dwarf. Sure, man. Yeah. Good name for a dwarf. Mac. You wanted to be the elf, right? Yeah, Tony. T O N I. Tony. All right. I'll be the wizard. I guess, yeah, Bennett's already going to eat the pizza. Oh man, pizza. Real Italian pizza. Oh boy. Alright, there we go. Can we... No, we can't buy equipment because we haven't got any money. Play the game. So the wizard is going to get the fire spells, and the elf will take the earth spells because that also has a healing spell. Oh! You're hosting, Mac. Thank you very much for that. Thank you for the host. So the maze is kind of like a tutorial. We could do that, or we could just straight to the story with the rescue of Sir Ragnar. Let's just go for that. It's a cool mission. The rescue of Sir Ragnar. Sir Ragnar, one of the Emperor's most powerful knights, has been kidnapped. He is being held prisoner by Ulag, the Orc warlord. You are to find Sir Ragnar and bring him back to safety. Prince Magnus will pay 200 gold coins to the character who rescues Sir Ragnar. The reward may be split between several adventurers, but no reward will be paid if Sir Ragnar is killed whilst escaping. There we go then. Alright. I'm just gonna save here, because we named them. Just gonna put that over there. So, stream 1. Save. Alrighty. Oh. There we go. Right, so the way this works, let's hope we can help Boardgame get affiliates. So yeah, Hopefully. That would be cool. I need to stream some more, but yeah, that's a goal. It's nice to have goals. So the way this works is you can see the flashing number there with the that's a footprint next to it. That's basically rolling the dice, 2d6 dice, to move. So I press spacebar and I can move 8 steps. So now I can move. Oh yeah, I can actually. That's true. That doesn't work with the mouse. So you have to actually move the mouse with the keys. So I can move first and then search for stuff, like search for traps and search for hidden exits, which you do with the eye over here. And then you can, this is your stash, and this is if you want to fight, and this is the map. So I'm just gonna risk it. I'm just gonna move to the door. Hopefully there are no traps here. And then I'm gonna open the door. Just press there. And look at that. We've got an orc and a goblin in a very bright pink, purplish room. So I'm gonna move here. Do I want? Yeah, I can't reach the orc. I should have moved there actually. But I'll just try and kill the goblin. So my second action is going to be attacking. And now I get a top-down view of the map. So the 2 rooms that we explored. So you kind of imagine that there is like an entire board there, which is in the shadows from here to here. You can kind of see where the cursor ends. So I'm on the left side of the board and on the bottom side of the board here. So I'm gonna choose the goblin and I attack it, and I killed the enemy in one fell strike. Look at those fantastic pixel graphics. Fantastic. Alright, by our powers combined, yes. Awesome. Alright, so next this is the barbarian's turn. So now I have to end my turn. Now it's Mac the dwarf who's up. So let me see. I'm just movement was safe. So, oh, we got 9 movement, which is nice. Move here. Move here. And then I will 5. That's plenty. Gonna move through the safe spots because the barbarian already walked here, and there was a goblin here. So there's no traps there. There could be traps everywhere. So then let me just see what I have. Actually, I don't have any special weapons. Okay, nothing. I'll have to find some. I'll use my basic weapon then on the orc, and I killed the enemy. Fantastic. Alrighty, thank you. Next player, it's Tony. Tony is up. Tony, would you know, guys, would you like to help me play this? Would you like to tell me what Tony is going to do? I'll just hit spacebar. Hell yeah, yay, yes, absolutely, you can do that. We can play HeroQuest together. So your options, Tony, are you can search for treasure. You can search for traps and secret doors, which we haven't done in this room yet, and anyone can search, but you can only search a room once. So if one player already searched for traps, you don't need to search again. And treasures, I can't remember if every player can search for treasure. We might want to try that, but I think only once as well. And your special powers are spells. Those stairs lead back out. So if you go there, you exit the dungeon. And we haven't rescued Sir Ragnar yet, so that is not a wise decision. And we need our spellcaster. And the elf also has spells. And yeah, the elf is pretty good. So let's see. Your special abilities. You don't have any special weapons or armor yet, because we just started. But you can pass through rock, which means that you can move through any wall. But if your movement points end, and you end up in a space that's not a room, so that's completely walled, and any room on the HeroQuest board can actually be rock. If the room is not used in the scenario, then it's rock, and then you will die, obviously. Rock skin gives you protection for as long, basically makes it harder to hit. So you have more defense, but when a enemy does manage to hit you, then it's over. And heal body is just heal 3 points of hit points, and that's basically, so we don't really need that right now, but it's useful to use once we've got some damage, or if we want to pass through somewhere and you know that there is a room there. So and rock skin is handy in a pinch when there's lots of enemies, and you can use them all once per quest. So in this rescue of Sir Ragnar, you can use them once, and then they're spent, and the next quest they will be back again. They will have refreshed. So I don't know if any spells are helpful at this moment. So yeah, let's explore. All right, I'll just move this same. Oh, you want to explore? You want to search for traps and secret doors, or maybe search for treasure? Is that what you mean by exploring? Because we will move through the dungeon because we need to search for Sir Ragnar. It's usually a good idea to search some rooms, and once you search you can't continue moving. So you can't move, search, and then do the rest of your movement. So you either move first and then search, or you search first and then move. That's how it works. I have no idea. You decide what's best. Okay. So for I'll just search for you this time and then move, because you have a movement of 9. You can easily move out of this room. So let's search. So now we can search for traps and doors, which is this line here, or we can search for treasure. So you know what? You want to search for treasure? Get some cash. Could be a wandering monster. There is a small chance of finding a wandering monster. Dwarves trust none of those with a mighty beard. Well, my beard is not as mighty. Relatively short beard. Alright, I'm just gonna search for treasure. You found 25 gold coins, Tony. Congratulations. So now we will just continue our movement into the next room. Gold coins, yes! And you can share them with the party. So you actually, those are your coins. And once you have enough, you can buy stuff from the armory in between quests. So 4 left, there's only 1 door. So let's just move there. Do you want to move through the door with your last movement, Tony? Which might result in finding a room with enemies, and your action is already spent. You search for treasure, so there is no more fighting, so that would leave you exposed. Better stay safe. Yes, good choice. We'll just leave that 1 movement for, just waste that 1 movement and get into the room on our next turn. All right, the wizard. Wizard is, I'm just gonna, we haven't searched for traps or secret rooms here, but we can do that later. I'm gonna search for secret rooms in here. I'm just gonna move here a little bit closer to the door, and then I am going to search for traps. You found nothing. This room is safe. All right, that was my turn. Morcar has its go. Morcar is the evil wizard player who is watching in the corner there over the dungeon and trying to ambush our heroes. Maybe that's Mentor, our helper. It could be. There is an ongoing discussion. If that man on the box with the beard and the red cape is Morcar, the enemy, or Mentor, your helper, the dungeon master. 11 for Big D. And Big D has gone to sleep. So, Big D, being the barbarian, is just going to rush into the next room, bash open that door, adventure, huzzah! And there is a room without enemies, with a bookcase. Perhaps Big D wants to search. I think he does. He's going to search for treasure. You found a phial of holy water. When used, it kills undead creatures. So like skeletons, zombies, and mummies. It's very effective. Right. Big D's turn is over. Mac. Just gonna try and roll high. Oh, 7. Well, okay, you can get somewhere with that. Do you want to search this room for traps and secret doors? We've already searched for treasure. There was nothing to be found. Or do you just want to continue and search perhaps in the next room, or even venture through the door in the next room and see what's beyond? Perhaps have a little fight there, or if there's nothing to fight, you can search there as well for secret doors or treasure. So Mac, or are you still trusting my own judgment? You feel free to pitch in. I think Mac might be lurking, so I'll just move. Oh, there is Mac. All good on you, man. Okay, man. Well, just what we searched for treasure already in this room. So I'm gonna move. I have 2 movement left. We can actually go into the corridor. Now, a corridor is usually a good place to search for traps and doors. But there's nothing here, because corridors are treacherous. Alright. Mac has ventured forth and ensured that the corridor is safe. 1, 2, 3. We have searched here for treasure. Yes, the barbarian searched for treasure. So I'm going to search this room for traps and secret doors. Nothing here as well. So far, so good. Alright. Adventure. The wizard. Have we searched this room for money, though? I forget. I'm going to search. If not, I'll just move. I don't have that much. Oh no! As you are searching, a monster stalks up. That's a wandering monster. They pop up and they immediately attack. But it missed. I blocked. So I still have my 4 measly hit points. Which means I still have an action left. Now the wizard can actually attack with his staff. Doesn't have a lot of chance to hit, but I will try. Because I still have my movement. No, I can't attack. I used my action to search. So, that means all I have left is movement. I mean, is that correct? Yeah, see, this doesn't work. Alright. So I am getting the hell out of here. Now the good thing is these monsters do not follow you out of the room. Which, of course, in an actual game of HeroQuest is perfectly fine to do as a dungeon master. You just move those minions around as you wish. But the computer on the ZX Spectrum is not that smart. We can use that to our advantage. Ooh, a measly 5. That's not very good, barbarian. Let's see. There we go. Can I still search? Yes, I can. I will search for traps and doors. We found nothing. This corridor is also safe. Alright, end of turn. Oh, 4. Just 4. There goes the dwarf. The dwarf! But the dwarf will search for treasure. Tritonies, I think my friend has a HeroQuest board game, but I've never played it. It is fun. You found a potion of healing. When used, it restores 4 body points. I have the game, and it is just a lot of fun. It's so simple. You have the board, and you have the 4 heroes, and you have plenty of monsters. Good old Games Workshop miniatures. You know, the really old ones, the chunky ones, and they're nice. And basically one player has to be the dungeon master. They play Morka in the UK and in Europe, or Zargon in the American version. And there is a difference between the American and the European version in that the monsters in the European version all have 1 hit point. They have different numbers of dice they can roll in defense or attack, but once you hit them, they're dead. The American version, however, has stronger monsters that require more hit points, which, in my opinion, is a lot more fun. It makes it more challenging. Right. So we've searched for treasure, we search for traps. I'm gonna search for treasure again. This room has been searched. Yeah, so sadly, we can only search each room, which is basically what you see on the screen, once. Alright. 6. So you roll 2 dice, 2d6, which is your movement, which can be house ruled, and nobody will, you know, blame you if you house rule that, you know, your characters have a certain number of movement, or maybe a minimum. Even if you roll 2, you can always move like 4 or something if you want. The 2 dice movement is pretty silly, but it's, you know, it's old school gaming. It does work. And you just move your heroes around. Every player can have a hero, or one player can have multiple heroes. I'm gonna risk it. I haven't searched this room, but we're gonna risk and then search for traps and doors. Find nothing. Still a safe. And we can check the map. So you see the board is slowly taking shape. So over here in the middle is a big 2-tile wide corridor, and at the end we can see a orc that we could not see in the screen, so it's always a good thing to watch the map. And there's a room here as well. There's a room here, and that is a door into that room. So we've started here, then we went into this room, then we went into that room, and we searched for secret doors, so there's no hidden exit into another room there. So we're just gonna follow along. Alright, so that was the barbarian. Great. Mac, the dwarf, bravely ventures forth. Laddie. Now we can move this way because the corridor continues. That's the door we saw, and the orc is over here. So we could, but I only have 3 more moves. 1, 2, 3. So since I can't explore into the next corridor, or actually, if the corridor continued, I would be able to see it here. But I don't see it here, so that means that corridor is blocked. And in the actual board game, you place a tile there with a fallen bit of rock or rubble. So that means this square here, where the mouse cursor is, that would be a blocked off space. So I will search for treasure. You found a potion of strength. When used, it increases your attack strength. Ah, heroic brew. Alright, next player. Tony the Elf. There he goes. We're taking the hobbits to Isengard. And Tony's going here. Towards the orc. Or maybe just the door. Who knows? There's nothing else to do. So I will pass. Oh no, just 3. 3 for the wizard. Now the wizard can use spells. And I have a spell that will search out an enemy. It seeks out an enemy anywhere on the map. And since we know that there is an orc here, I could zap him. On the other hand, I think I'll keep my spells until we get ambushed. Which we undoubtedly will. Morcar has its go. So now, the orc could move, but since it's still technically in another room, it's not moving. And again, in the real board game, that would definitely happen. Your field of vision is basically as far as you can see into the corridor. But Big D. Yes, there we go. So he's just gonna move here. And slay, hopefully, the orc. I can choose my weapon? No. Now I just have the standard broadsword. And I killed the enemy. We are very lucky so far. You see, the barbarian is custom standard equipped with a broadsword. And we've searched. Yes, we have. So, Mac, if you are still there, do you want to continue to the corridor where the barbarian is and check out this corridor over here? Or do you want to venture into this room? You still have your action, but you only have 2 movement left, so you can move in and then hopefully, if there is an enemy, be right next to it, so you could still attack. Or not. Mac, if you're still there, it's up to you, my friend. I'll give you a little bit of time to think while I check my stream. We got 3 people watching, which is great. That's the minimum we need for getting affiliated at some point. Alrighty then. Well, Mac, I think I'm feeling a little bit daring. So I'm going to send you into this room. And there we go. And you are next to an orc. Mac, being brave pays off. Because now you can try and slay it. And we killed it! We are on a roll. No wonder with such a great party. We drink to that. Victory! Indeed. Brave tales will be sung by the bards when we return from this dungeon. If we return from this dungeon. So I will leave the room for the dwarf to explore. He slayed the orc, so the spoils of war should go to him. It's only fair. And then I will have Tony, brave Tony, search this T section. You want to search for traps? Or, Tony, do you want to get greedy and search for treasure? For Tony's. Give you a few seconds to think about that. Because there might be a little bit of lag. Oh, I lost chat connection for a moment on the web. So typing this on IRC client. Okay. Can see video though. Can type only here. Alright. Well, you can still type then. So, Tony, would you like to search for either treasure, for your own personal gain, or perhaps search for traps and doors, making sure this corridor is safe for the party? Traps. Very well. You found nothing. But that's good. That means this corridor is safe to traverse. And once again, Ray the Wizard is lagging behind. So he can only move a little. That's that. Morcar has its go. Well, Mokos goes over because he's too stupid to move the orc in the previous room to follow us. Ha ha. Big D is not here. So, party, do we go left or do we go right? To the unknown. Here is the map. We can go either way. We are nearing the dreaded center room on the board, which is always tricky. But we do not know if it is used in this quest. Nor do we know if Sir Ragnar is being held captive there. So do we go to the left? To the right? What say you, brave adventurers? Kitty cat. Mlem. My cat mlemmed at me. She's happy in her little pillow basket thing. So the party is undecided. So I think we shall go left. We shall go... Oh, I have to move forward first. Now we go left. And there is a small bit of corridor. And we'll just move on. Risk it. Ooh, look at that. With exactly 0 movement left, I am next to a tiny goblin. Ha 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 ha, little goblin. Let's see if Big D, the barbarian, still is strong enough. Kill the enemy. It's almost too easy. Big D grinned as his broadsword cleaved the small goblin in twain. Right. Yay! I wonder why they put all these wacky colors in this game. Yeah, the artwork is awesome on itself as black and white. Called kind of ruins. I kind of like it. It's the ZX Spectrum kind of experience. You can see all the artwork surrounding the playing field, which has different colors, which is pretty cool. And then they just decided on one color per room. I mean, there are other versions of HeroQuest. There's the Commodore 64 version. I think there's even, I don't know if there's an Amiga version, which has better graphics. But I mean, this is so nostalgic, the ZX Spectrum. So Mac. There is a chest in this room. Is it a treasure chest? Is it a mimic? Is it a trap? What do we do? Is we search for traps and then perhaps move. But we will also want to search for treasure. Mac, will you risk a potential trap on this chest and search for treasure? Or do you want to play it safe and search for traps first, but perhaps spend another turn here so you can search for treasure later? Mac, if you are still there. Or perhaps I should roll the dice to decide. I think that is a good decision. We'll grab a die. I have plenty. Let's see. Dice. I have so many dice, I forgot where they are. I'll just grab this bag of dice. So for the dice lovers, a bag of dice. I leave my fate up to the dice. As brave heroes do. You leave my fate up to the coins. I could also flip a coin, but a die is nicer. So let me see here. Whatever you have in this bag. Bag of holding dice. Oh, listen to all the dice. I hope I can show you those dice. Lovely dice. All shapes and colors. So let me grab a simple D6. If I roll even, then we will play it safe and search for traps. If I roll uneven, odd, in English, Raymond, then we will just risk it and just search for treasure. Even, traps, odd, treasure. It's a 6. I rolled a 6. So that was even. So we played safe. Alright. Move all these other dice. I only need the D6. I'm going to put all of these back. I could also use a D4, actually. For those kinds of choices. I could use plenty of dice for that. I could use D20. Put all these back. That sounds lovely. Haha. Alright. So the fate. The dice have spoken. The fate is decided. We will search safely. Even was safe, yeah. For traps. Aha! And rightfully so. It was smart to do so, for the chest was booby-trapped. And you disable the booby-trap. So next turn, you can safely search for treasure. We can still walk, but it matters not. We will stay here, because we do want that sweet, sweet treasure, don't we? I'll just move close to the chests, for immersion's sake. Success! Indeed. Now, Tony the elf. Tony, do you want to follow Big D, the barbarian, and help him slay the monsters? There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 steps in each direction to take if you want to fight. But you rolled a 7. Alternatively, you can go to the east and explore on your own. Flipping coin, my guiding superpower. Can I actually, now you type, exclamation mark, flip coin. Can we add something to that, to the bot? That he will, that the bot will, randomly show a 0 or a 1? Or perhaps a yes or a no, something like that. Would be interesting. You added that command to my Nightbot commands. Okay, you will have to share that command with me sometime. That is interesting. I'm going to roll a d4. And shall we say even, which is good. Even, we go follow the barbarian. And odd, we go our own way, to the right. Alright. There we go. Oh, it's a 1. Also a 1 on these damn things. So that's odd. That means Tony, the elf, says, screw it, barbarian. I'm going my own way for riches and treasure. And that's a dead end. But we can still search. And since there's only 2 spots here searching for traps and doors, well, there could be a door. You could search for traps and doors if you want to. You can also search for treasure. The coin flip guidance in life is like that one Donald Duck story where he decides everything, like which direction on one railroad to drive, with a flip of coin. Is that a story? I don't know if I've ever seen that story. So, Tony, do you want to search for the riches or hidden doors? What will it be? Sir Elf. Shall we flip a coin again for this choice? Tails, search for traps. Heads, search for traps. Now I need a coin, Tony. I have dice here. Do I have... I do have... Yes, I do have a coin. I remember a coin. I'll be back in a sec.
one coin. First player marker by Drawlab Studios with a dwarf smith on it.
I don't know if it's bad luck for a dwarven coin to decide the fate of an elf. But we'll see. So, heads is the dwarf. Tails is the number 1. There we go. I hope I don't destroy everything here. I'll flip it on my hand. And it is tails. So, tails, straps. There we go. You found nothing. The dwarf has not brought you luck, Sir Elf. But perhaps the dwarf is more lucky next time. Now, does the wizard go in and steal the treasure from the dwarf? Coin is not from Mordor. No, it is not. Mordor coins are not as fair as this one. No, the wizard is honorable. But I can still cast a spell. Now, the barbarian is in a bit of a pickle. So, shall I cast a spell? I think I shall. I will take out the orc. The goblin is not much of a threat. Now, neither is an orc. But since I have spells, I might as well use them. I have plenty of spells. The wizard has 3 schools of magic. So that means 9 spells to use. Let's see. I can put them asleep, but I fear for sleep I need line of sight. There are 2 spells that do not need line of sight, and that is the Genie, which is a spell that can either completely destroy a creature anywhere on the board, or open a door anywhere on the board, which is completely useless and nobody ever uses. But it's there. And then there is, let's see, the ball of flame needs line of sight. I think it is Fire of Wrath. Fire of Wrath, which is also like a heat-seeking missile. So I will cast Fire of Wrath on the orc. The spell was deflected! The orc rolled a defensive symbol on the dice. Oh no. Sad. A powerful spell wasted. The enemy wounds you! Oh no, the barbarian is wounded. But the other attack by the goblin was deflected. So the orc struck a blow. But now, foul creatures, you will die. As the barbarian will hit the orc. Oh no! Our luck has turned, brave adventurers. So, brave Sir Big D will run away. Will bravely run away. But I don't need to run far, because the AI is not smart enough to follow us into a separate room. Which is an advantage you have in this game and not in the actual board game, of course. But we will happily take advantage of that fact. Alright, Mac, the dwarf, of course, now going to search for treasure. The chest was empty. All that trouble. A trapped chest that had no treasure. It was merely put there to stall, to make you waste time. No, that is not good. Not good at all. Well then. Now, Tony, you are at a dead end, and you only have 5 movement. So the choice is obvious. We search... Did we search for... Yes, we searched for traps last time. Did we not? Yes, we did. There was nothing to be found. So, this time we will search for treasure. You found a potion of resilience. When used, it increases your defense strength. Good. Well done. And we still have some movement left. Now, on the board game, you can only occupy a space with one miniature, obviously. In the video game, you can actually stand on the same spot. But, if you are on the same spot, you cannot fight, you cannot search, because you're blocking each other's view. Which game is the Dwarf Code? This is not from a game. This is from a publisher called Draw Lab. They are a Greek board game publisher. And they have made several board games, several pretty nice board games even. But they also make coins, gaming coins. Now, I do have a few of those, actually. I think maybe here in a drawer. I need to quickly look if this is the right drawer. I fear it is not. Yes, there it is. I have found them. I have found the treasure. So they make gaming coins as well. And if you have ever been to Spiel in Essen, which is the largest board gaming convention in the world, and it is growing every year, then they have a stand there, a big booth, with trays filled with all kinds of different coins. Cool! Good thing it's not made out of gold, otherwise it would attract dragons. Haha, yes indeed. So, I actually bought several of these. The clingy clangy sound of metal coins. So we've got, let's see, there are different types. This goes together, I think. Different types of coins. Let me just sort them out. This is Elvish. This is also Elvish, I think. This is Dwarven. We have Dwarven coins. Well, this was also more or less Dwarven. This is basically just a token they made. First player marker. But these can actually be used for coin flipping or for actual gaming. So yeah, this is the Elven set. I'll show you them. No, worry not. This is the Orc Goblin set, I believe. Hard to see, Dave. No, this belongs to that. This and this and this goes together and this goes together. Okay, I have 4 sets. So, we have 3 coins here. This is a goblin. Yeah, this sound is fantastic. And they have a nice weight to them as well. And on the back, we have these axes. Pretty cool. So this is the bronze coin. Then we have a silver coin, which on one side has this image. It's totem. And on the other side, a shield with a nice ram's head. You know what? Let me just make the screen bigger so you can see that better. This is these again. There you go. Nice. And finally the gold coin, which has this skull on it on one side, and this nicely decorated symbol on the other. You have a wooden coin. Nice. That is the Orcish set. We have a Dwarven set, which I really like. This has a Mjolnir-like hammer. And the Pirates of the Caribbean, yeah. Makes me immortal. Cursed in the moonlight. And this on the other side. Pretty cool. The silver one is also very nice. Does not have a warhammer, but an axe. Mine axe. On one side. And this nice cross on the other. Nice with the Celtic knots. And the gold coin has a dwarf, a helmet on one side. I hope the camera will focus. Come on. Focus, damn it. I'm having Fractal Mind mic problems. Oh, there we go. So that's on one side. This is on the other. More Celtic knots. And that is nice craftsmanship. Yeah, I like that. These are all kind of like the same octagonal shapes, more or less. Cling clang. So we have those. Then we have some greenskin coins. This is the lowest one with a sword on one hand, or kind of like a sword and a goblet on the other. A hole in it, these weird shaped coins, just a piece of metal. The silver coin is this with a bite out of it, kind of. There we go. Stay focused. And on the other side, we have, what was that again? I can't actually make out what that is. What was this? Well, I'm just gonna hold it here. You make of that what you want. I honestly cannot tell. If I'm holding it up right side, actually. So yeah. And then the gold one, or is that copper? Was this the gold? This was the gold one. This is the copper. It's bigger though. Has some orcish writing on one side. Looks like a wolfie. Is it a wolf? Let me see. Yeah, it could be. Ah, yes. Oh, yes, I see now. It's a wolf's head. Yes, it's a wolf's head when held like this. Like this, with a nose on that side here. And big snarl. Yeah, correct. Well spotted. And here, a skull and some weapons on the other side. Seems the wolf also bite one piece of the edge. Yeah, exactly. And finally, and they have lots more. They have all kind. They have like Cthulhu Mythos coins. They have sci-fi coins. The sci-fi ones are pretty cool too. Cyberpunk. These are elvish coins. They are all round. This one has a nice bird, a phoenix, I believe. If the bottom is flames, and on the other side some nice elvish words. Pretty cool. The silver coin has, I believe, well, it's an elven tree. Could be Yggdrasil, but the elves live in trees, so there it is. Some Celtic knots as well. On the other side, this is pretty cool. And finally, the last coin, a elvish sigil, some kind of magic with runes, and on this side, of course, a bow. So, coins by DrawLab. It's pretty cool. You can use them for RPGs, whatever. They're not cheap though. I think they're like a set of 3 was like $2.50 or maybe even €3, which can get expensive. But then again, you know, if you have like €20 to spend and you just get some different coins that you can use for role playing, that's pretty cool. Just reward your players with a couple of coins after they've done something, or maybe they're selling some loot. Yeah, the tree is. I like all of them. So, very well. Let's continue on our adventure. Click this again. Now let's see. Tony was done, yes. We shall move on to the next player, which is the Wizard. The Wizard rolls 10. No less. But, of course, the Wizard is not very strong. We do not want to risk... Oh, they are both still alive. But now I do have line of sight. If I move past the Barbarian, because the Barbarian does block my line of sight. So I can move here, still be safe in this video game, and cast a spell. So let's cast a spell. I can now cast Ball of Flame. I will cast it on the orc. Boom, line of sight. It flicks one body point, killing the orc, because it is no longer there. And that concludes my turn. More cards go again. Silly goblin not moving. And just pour myself another drink. There we go. Lemonade. Hello, kitty cat. Oh, the cat. Yeah, I have to show you the cat. She is just enjoying that basket so much. So have a look. Look at the face. Look at her head. Her head is there. She's like hanging her head outside of that. Oh yes, hello. Hello. People are watching you, Obi. And in the back there, you can see the glass cabinet with my masterpiece Transformers, which is also very nice. Oh, it's standing here actually. I was just taking some pictures of that one earlier on. There we go. All right. So then, the Barbarian is up. Barbarian is going to bravely run into battle, rush into battle, and bravely... Or will I just ignore? Nah, I'm just gonna kill him. We got so much movement, I was thinking about exploring some more, but let the others do... Oh. The broadsword did not strike true. Tiny orc ducked underneath. And it lives. Which is unfortunate, because now the Barbarian cannot move anymore. And next turn Morcar will have his try, because I can't stand there either, and I can't pass the orc, or the goblin, because it's an enemy. Can't move through enemies, I can only move through allies. So, that leaves me in a bit of a pickle. At least the Barbarian. But the Barbarian does have lots of hit points. Now, I cannot fight while standing here. So I'll just move on. 1, 2, 3. Now, I cannot search for traps and treasures while there are enemies in the same area, the same room, basically. I could try, but I don't think that will work. Found nothing. So I'm not sure if that means I technically did not search, or that I did successfully search, but in the game, in the board game, when there's enemies, you can't search. All right. Let's see what's going on Twitch World right now. Oh, Bats is also live. Steve is live. Noodle's live. Tandagasa is live. There's a lot of people live. All right. But I'll still stream for a bit longer. Let's see. Next player. Again, Tony. Elf. Moving forward. Again, has the same problem here with the Barbarian standing in the way. So I'll just move here. And we wait. Because I don't think I can hit it. I will try, you know? I will see if the game will allow diagonal attacks. You are too far away to attack. So yes, there was not much to do for the elf this time, sadly. Need to get rid of that pesky little goblin. The wizard will explore. Can I explore? I can, but there is rubble in the way, so the passage is blocked. So I will use that opportunity to search for traps and doors. There is nothing. Next time I'll search for treasure and then move. More cards, let's go. Do not hurt the barbarian. Ah, good. Barbarian bravely blocked. Parried that feeble attack with his broadsword. Big D, do your thing. Please. Please do your thing. Kill the lowly goblin. Yes! Victory! Good. Huzzah. Now we can still walk, but we can no longer attack. So, and once you walk through a door, you cannot walk back the same way you came. That is also a rule. So, shall we? And I have a feeling that we do need to enter. It seems the dungeon is pretty linear, because there is only one door here and there is nothing here. So it's pretty linear. It's the first mission in the game, so it's very simple. There is the orc. But I still have 4 left, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't escape, sadly. So I will leave it up to the others to hopefully take out the orc before it has a chance to attack me. Or Big D, that is. I'll cower in the corner. Ooh, 8. Is that enough? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, it is enough. So, Mac. Don't know if Mac is still here. But Mac is going to bravely attack. To the attack, Mac. Heave. His attack fails. The strength of the dwarf is failing us, which is unfortunate. Mac, you disappoint, my friend. I'm just kidding. So Tony. Oh, I completely forgot. Thank you for reminding me. There we go. Switching scenes. We were so busy watching those coins that our love of shiny things has made me forget. So let's see. Now I cannot stand here and attack. So let's see if I can cast a spell. Tony, we have spells, Tony. But sadly, oh no, these spells are no good. Pass the rock skin and heal body. I can, however, cast rock skin on the barbarian. But since the barbarian still has, I believe, 6 hit points, Big D will survive. He will live. Or the dwarf, there's the dwarf. But the dwarf has 7, I think, still. So he's even in better shape. So the wizard will now look for treasure. 50 gold coins! Huzzah! Riches! So many gold coins. Ha ha ha! The wizard laughs. I will be buying the finest magical stuff next time we play. Spells, or as the Swedish version of Shadowgate says, troll forms. Interesting. I missed what Morka did, but the orc obviously attacked, and Big D is down to 4 body points. We do, fortunately, have healing spells. So I will first slay or at least attempt to slay this orc. Big D, do not fail us now. What did I just say, Big D? Wake up! Wake up, my friend! His attack failed. But he can still walk away. He can run away! Run away! And he will. He will run away like the chicken he is. Let's see, what's... There could be something new behind that door. So, yeah, I will see. This cat. Now she's not only has her head, but also a paw outside of the basket. Crazy cat. She's really happy with that basket. Alright, Mac. Mac, it is up to you. I shall move you next to the orc. Next to the door. Bring us in a good position for more exploration later. And now... Mac. Maybe a sound effect for luck. Let's see what Lady Luck brings us. Huzzah! Mac has killed the enemy. The orc lies dead at your feet. Victory! Well done. Well done, brave dwarf. Tony the elf. Tony, you have choices now. You can search the room for traps. Search the room for treasure. Move out of the room to the east or the west. And perhaps fight something there or search for something there. Plenty of options. Tony, so let me know what you want to do. You have 7 movement. Mac and Tony together like macaroni. Indeed. So what does that make Big D and Ray? I have to think about that. You always trust the gods on coin. Well, we have multiple choices here. So, since we can search for traps, search for treasure, go left or go right, I will use the D4. Alright, Tony, what would you like the 1 to be? Just type in 4 numbers with 4 options. So the options are traps, treasure, east or west. Just assign them to numbers if you want. And then I will toss the die. It's exciting. True adventure. You can number them in the order you said them. Okay, traps, treasure, east and west. Traps, treasure, east and west. There we go. It's 2. So that's treasure, my friend. Ha ha ha. Searching for treasure. Oh. There we go. Tony searches for treasure, ladies and gentlemen. But you set up a trap, lose 1 body point. Yes, that is sad. But you still have movement left, so do you want to move or not? I shall flip a coin this time. I shall flip an elven coin, the beautiful one with the tree. So the tree is rooted, and we shall stay in place and not open the door. It shall just move towards the door. And on the other side with the whirly things, that means we move. Alright. What is that? That is the tree. We play it safe. And we will stay in place. But we still have to choose if we want to position ourselves to the east or the west. So once again, Let me see. Do I have something that can perhaps be seen as east and west? Left or right? Not really. Well, alright. Let's just say the bow and arrow is west. And the magic circle there is east. And we go east. Alright. So that means we go there. Together with the barbarian. Which might be a wise choice. And we wait here. And next time we must not forget, actually, if the wizard, I will move you into the corner, so if the wizard makes it into the room, you will have a line of sight on the barbarian and heal him. Now the elf could also have done that, but, you know, money, treasure, and he just rolled enough. Well, the minimum is 2 anyway, with 2 d6s. So we make it into the room, and I will cast the Water of Healing on the barbarian, because he is within line of sight. The spell worked. I'm a good spellcaster, yes. Many years of magic school. So the barbarian should be back. 7 hit points. Morcar has nothing to do because there is an enemy, but it's too stupid to move. We will probably pass it on the way back. And Big D, who is now at 8 hit points. Were we not at 4? Does it heal 4 hit points? We heal 4 hit points. That is good. I thought it was 3. So we are back at maximum hit points. Move out. Ooh! Look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a Fimir. A one-eyed monster. Oh yes, in the flesh. And we will move behind it. Trying to stab it in the back with a broadsword. The Fimir is a very, very dangerous lizard man. And it blocks the attack even when we snuck in from behind. That is the kind of thing you might expect from a Fimir. Oh no. And in the American version, Fimir have 2 hit points. So they are even more dangerous. Now, Mac, are you still there? You have 7 movement. That means 1, 2, 3, 4. You can make it to the Fimir. Possibly slay it. Like a true team player. Or you can go to the west and see what's behind the door. There might be monsters. There might be treasure. Might be Sir Ragnar. Who knows? Let's go for the slay. Very well. We shall go slay the Fimir. Or at least attempt to. There we go. So with 2 movement left, we can exactly make it to an opportune position. An attack from the flank. Alright. There we go. So Viking dwarf emote for luck. But your attack failed. Mac and Big D both fail to slay the Fimir. Oh no. Such battle. Is it up to the elf, perhaps? 11 movement. Tony, are you going to help these bumbling fools? These buffoons? These barbarians? And show them with which finesse a true warrior fells the enemy? Or are you going to go through another door? Or perhaps just search for treasure? Again, options. Have we searched this room for treasure before? I think we have. Not sure. I forgot. That's a thing. You need to remember that. In the actual game, I've actually made my own tokens, just pieces of paper with searched for traps and searched for treasure. And you put them on the board to remember what you did. But we cannot do that in the ZX Spectrum. No, sir. So, Tony, are you there? Will you help your brethren? This actual... Oh, you mean the board game? Yeah, the HeroQuest board game. Well, it depends on the state it is in. So while Tony makes up his mind, if he's still here, I can tell you that, yeah, the board game, if it is in good condition, complete, and the box is nice and everything, it might cost you somewhere between, if you're lucky, $100 or up to $200 or $300. I would not say that is very reasonable, honestly. Okay, Tony, your two battling friends, the barbarian and the dwarf, bumbling buffoons as they are, with their large weapons, have failed to strike down the Fimir in the next room. But, of course, being an elf, you can show them some finesse and what that can achieve. Or you can just skedaddle to another room and see what's behind the closed door. Another coin flip. You leave much up to chance, my friend. Let us see. I have a dwarven coin with an axe and a cross. So the axe means attempt to kill the enemy. And the cross there is run away! Run away! Alright, there we go then. Tony the elf leaves his brethren to the Fimir, goes the other way. Yes, that's the type of elf that he is. Oh! Tony. Tough. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can make it next to one of the orcs. But you will probably be surrounded. But what we can also... We would probably be better off running through this door, Tony, because this room has 3 enemies. 50 beasts! As the bard often says. And we do not know what is behind this door, but can it be worse than 3 greenskins? Tony. Excuse me. Are you going to try and slay one of them? Or are you going to run for safety, hopefully, into the next room? And then, on a later turn, try to take out those enemies, one by one, with the help of your friends who you just abandoned with the Fimir. D4. I like what you're doing. So 1 is run, 2 is enemy 1, enemy 2, and enemy 3. Oh boy. Very brave. Alright. We will. It's number 2! Oh, it's enemy number 1. I guess that is the one on the left. So I will place you strategically next to that orc. Hopefully, there are no traps. I don't know if this is wise, but we shall see. Alright. Let's see. We will strike at the enemy. We must, because if they all survive, we are surely doomed. Oh no! Tony, your attack failed. Oh no, Tony. Things are not looking good for the elf. Perhaps you should have gone and assisted your brethren. So, Raymond the Wizard has the Veil of Mist, which makes you pass through a room full of enemies unnoticed. Or the sleep spell, which can put one enemy to sleep for a turn. The Tempest, I believe, makes all the enemies in a room skip a turn, if I am not mistaken. Swift Wind simply makes you faster. The Genie will utterly destroy, most likely, one enemy, because it attacks with 4 dice, or 5, I don't know. And Courage makes one stronger, more attack. And I believe Courage lasts for as long as there are enemies in sight, so I could go and cast Courage on you, Tony. Good question. Or do I send in the Genie to take one out? Or perhaps I should attempt the Tempest. See what that does. I think I will go into the room and cast Tempest. And hopefully all of them will skip a turn. I would have to dig up my cards to see what Tempest actually does. I will stand in the corner, so only 2 can possibly ambush me. I will cast Tempest. I'll just target one of them on the orc. Spell worked. Now we need to find out if only the orc or all the creatures in this room have to skip a turn while they fight against the Tempest. Alright. More cards go. What happens? The Fimir attacks, as we had expected. It wounds the enemy. The Goblin attacks, so it was just the orc, and wounds me. And the orc wounds Tritoni. Oh no. This is a bad turn of events. We must now do our best and slay the enemies. Otherwise we are doomed. Oh no, what is going on? Oh boy. Will we make it out alive? There does not seem to be anything else in this room though, but there might be secret passages. But I will not have the Fimir attack me on the next turn. We will use the door strategy. Just stay here. Mac, doing the same. Oh, come on, Mac. You can do it. Mac. Go, Mac. Can we have a cheer for Mac? I will swing my mighty axe. Yes, sir. And you killed the enemy. Huzzah! Victory. Ha-ha. Finally, the dwarf manages to slay the Fimir. Chops off its head. Victory. Yes, sir. Now, we can still move. We can move 9 spots. Let's check the map. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You can move up till here. So you can move yourself next to the goblin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. You can't reach the orcs, but you can reach the goblin. Or you can wait and search the room for traps and secret doors next time to see if there is an exit. Perhaps. We do not know where they have hidden Sir Ragnar. Tony is in the room with the goblins, right? Yes. This is the elf, Tony, and Ray the wizard. It's true. He is in the room with the wizard. I will search the room for hidden doors. Alright. Well, you have already fought. You've killed the Fimir, so I will leave you here to search on your next turn. We will forfeit our movement. Right, Tony. Nope, We'll now attempt another attack. Or we can also cast Rock Skin on ourselves, but then we cannot attack anymore. I believe in this case it is wise to attempt an attack. Because they're orcs. You can slay an orc. Oh my lord. The gods are not with us. Friends, the gods are not with us. But, Tony, we have 11 movement left. So I think we will strategically retreat to the previous room. Because you only have 3 hit points left. You need to think of Sir Ragnar. Alright. Still 3 enemies in the room and the wizard is here. What does the wizard do? Let's see, what can we do? Do I have to waste the genie? We could still encounter something even stronger guarding Sir Ragnar. This is a good question. Well, Veil of Mist lasts a turn, so if I move into the next room and it's crowded with enemies, I could still cast Veil of Mist. Or I could simply retreat. Perhaps. Do I play it safe and go to the previous room? Or do I go into the next room? Let's see. A wizardly coin. A wizardly coin. We have one. Let's see. This is the dwarven coin. Cling, cling, cling. I'll use this one with the ram. The brave ram. Which will bust open the door. Or this totem. Which will be more strategic. It is a totem. So I will go back. And be the wise wizard. I like how he walks. He has the staff in one hand and a hand up in the air to cast spells in the other. He walks like an Egyptian. It's funny. Alright. I will stay here. But I will move one spot because I still have an action. And I will search for treasure. Oh, the room has been searched. That is unfortunate. But at least now we know. Alright, more cars, let's go. Big D. Alright, with 10 movement, Big D is feeling confident. He's going into the room and hopefully slay these rotten orcs. Do we go for the goblin or the orcs? I think perhaps. Well, the orcs do more damage, do not? Yeah, they do. The orcs do more damage. So I will move here and here. And Big D will fight this orc. Please kill it. Oh my lord, these orcs. They have been armed with some pretty big shields because they have been deflecting all of our attacks. They must be guarding Sir Ragnar. Right, Mac is now going to search the room for hidden doors. I suspect there might be something here. And yes, there is. Ha ha! Forsooth! Now, Mac, you have to decide. Do you wait here? Or, because you have no more actions left, you spent your action searching for that door. And in the next room, we can actually peek inside. That's nice. We can actually peek inside here. That's odd, because that door is closed. This is Sir Ragnar. So you can actually see inside the door, even though we have not opened it yet. Strange. But alright. There's Sir Ragnar. I guess we can safely walk in then. We do not need to wait. There's Sir Ragnar, who looks suspiciously like the elf. Alright. And now what? How do I interact with the Sir Ragnar? I'll just move into thine space then. Alright. Perhaps now that I've found him, he will be an extra party member. This also means that we do not need to kill those goblins and those orcs. But there is a treasure chest here. So riches if we kill them. But possible death if we fail. And if we bring back Sir Ragnar alive and well to the stairs, we will also get rewarded richly. So we have two movement. We are at the door. We could attempt to slay the goblin. With 3 hit points left, that is not a lot. But the elf has a maximum of 6 hit points. So, Tony, are you feeling brave? Do we move and try and slay the goblin? I hope Tony is still with us. Exciting times. I think Tony will risk it. Usually Tony leaves it up to the coin flip, but well, alright. You know what? Let's try that. Let's take the one with the bow. The bow means attack. The other thing means he does not go in. Although he has spells left, so we could attack or cast a spell. What's the spell that we have? We have pass rock skin. And the dwarf is in there. We could go in and cast rock skin on the dwarf. Interesting. Alright. Attack. Cast rock skin on the dwarf. Alright, there we go. It is attack. Alright. Brave. Good choice. 1. And then immediately attack. And it's just a goblin. Come on. Tony, you can do it. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. There. Especially for Tony. Oh, it's actually not sad trombone. I forgot my own sound commands. It's trombone. There we go. Alright. Poor Tony. Let's see. Do I need to save the day? Which spells do I still have left? I believe it is time to cast the genie. I could also put one to sleep, but just taking one out is probably better. I'm gonna use the genie. Do not need line of sight. And we'll take out, or at least try, this orc. This spell inflicts 1 body point. Finally. Took a big spell, but we did it. Now the next room with the treasure chest has an orc, and a goblin, so I'm not going to walk there. I'm not. I'm just gonna stay here. Ragnar, you see, Ragnar is now a party member with just 2 health and 2 movement. What does Ragnar have on him? Nothing. I cannot even watch what he has. I can see. So Ragnar is slowly going to move towards the exit. Now remember, there's still an orc there, so we either run past him, or we kill him with one of the other heroes. Ah! Big D manages to block one attack, but he gets damaged in the second attack. Alright, Big D. Come on, man. Use your broadsword. Slay that orc. We want that treasure. See? Treasure. That's all the motivation he needs. Ha ha! How about you? Alright. I might as well just walk in here. Yeah, coins are good. I heard my name was AFK again, but on listening range. Alright. Good, good, good. So, cannot attack anymore because we already did, right? Yes, alright. It's just a goblin. You can take him, Tony. Alright, Mac. Since we're here, Mac, I think there's nothing to attack anyway. You're gonna search for treasure, aren't you? Being a dwarf, and you found 10 gold coins. Paid off. Huzzah! Alright, now we can move. Pave the way for Sir Ragnar to follow. There we go. Have we searched for treasure here? I don't think we have. So, Mac, you know what? Take a peek of the room. Oh, sorry. Oh, we did. We did take a peek. Well, yeah, see? 10 bucks on buying dinner. 10 gold pieces. Ha ha ha. I'll leave you in this room so you can search here as well for treasure. So Ragnar still needs to catch up anyway. So, Tony, let's see if you can finally slay this stubborn little goblin who just does not seem to want to die. Why do you not want to die? Do you not want to join your brethren in the afterlife? Silly, silly goblin. Well, that calls for tactics. Let's move here. Sort it. Alright. The wizard. Can cost... not a lot. Cost sleep on the goblin. There's nothing offensive anymore, so I can't attack. Only have defensive spells. Well, courage would help. But I don't want to expose myself to that goblin. I only have 3 hit points left. So I'm just gonna wait here. I can... Have I searched? I think I searched for treasure here, but I can't search for traps. No doors. That was to be expected. Alright. Here we go. Turkey leg and a nice dot. Oh yes. Ooh. That is good. What's that? This is a pint. Comes in pints. I'm getting one. Love that part. Morcar has its go. This is go, and Morcar, of course. Silly goblin wounds the barbarian. Come on, Big D. Kill that damn goblin with your broadsword. Kill it. Thank you. When gold is near, Big D is unstoppable. He only has 3 hit points left. Oh no. We better make sure to search for traps before we open this chest then. Alright. Mac. As promised. We'll search for more treasure. You found a potion of speed. When used, it doubles your number of movement. Which might be good if I can use that on Sir Ragnar. Can I use that on Sir Ragnar? I do not know. You have a healing potion as well. That's good to know. I forgot about that. Did I use it? I am not true. Well, we can still move. And there we go. 3, 2, 1. Out. All right. Yeah, I didn't. In the board game, you can pass along items when you're in the same room, but in the video game, I don't think that is possible. I wouldn't know how. I can cast spells on others, but just give them potions. I don't know. Honestly, don't know. But I do still have heal body, so I will just have Tony cast heal body on himself. Spell worked. Back at 7. 6. Oh, 6 is the maximum, but that's okay. And we have 10 movement. I think we will just leave that goblin. If Mac of Big D doesn't kill him on the way back, then the goblin lives to annoy adventurers another day. It's fine by me. Right. Now. Go in there. Costs. Sleep on the bugger. 6 movement. I can actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can actually go. Yeah, I'll do that. I will help the barbarian search for traps so that he can search for treasure. There we go. That's teamwork. Search for traps. Find nothing. Good. That means the barbarian. So Ragnar, why are you so slow? So Ragnar. Yes, Morkar's go is over. Big D, you will search for treasure. The chest contained a potion of healing. Huzzah! And 50 gold coins. That is very fortunate. And we'll see if I can use that right away. Yes, we can. Oh, that is good. Does not take an action. We have 8 movement left. Is that enough to escape from that goblin? 8 movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is this just enough? We will make a run for it. Make hastes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it's more than enough. Good. It's an old healing potion. I guess it's been in this dungeon for a while. Now, the speed potion worked on the dwarf. As you can see, it's going into the 20s. So yeah, you cannot... You just use it and that's it. 13 movement. So yes, unfortunately, you cannot hand it to anyone else. So the dwarf is very fast. They're natural sprinters. Deadly on the short distances. There he goes. Tony. It's moving here. Towards the exits. Ah, yes. Oh, still 1 movement left. Let's go that way. Boom, 5. Is that enough? For the wizard? Well, I can always put him to sleep. 2. It is enough. Well, goblin, you are lucky. You will live to raid another day. Silly bugger. I will cast Swift Wind on... Can we see Ragnar? Yes! The spell worked! Hello, Gus and PL. Welcome in. Welcome into the channel. So yes, this game follows the quests of the board game. This is the first, well, not the first one is the maze, but the first actual quest, which is called The Rescue of Sir Ragnar, which we have just rescued. I will show you the map. This is an emulated ZX Spectrum. This is the map. We came in here from the exit. We went through this room, ignored the orc. We went through this room all the way that way. We explored a bit and we found 2 rooms here. One with a hidden door and a Fimir. And Sir Ragnar wasn't here. This is Sir Ragnar, this sword over here. And there were some orcs and goblins in this room and here as well, with a treasure chest, which held a healing potion, a much needed healing potion, and 50 gold pieces. And now we will go to the exit and hopefully slay this orc. Now this goblin has been very good in deflecting attacks, multiple attacks, and we have decided to let it live. We just passed it. So I think I'm out of movement. Yes, I am. Ragnar is now a little bit faster because of the spell Swift Wind, because he's wounded and he can only walk for a few steps, but now at least he can walk a little bit further, speeding up the end of this mission. Gasana, thank you for visiting. Have you ever played HeroQuest? Do you have the board game? It is one of my favorite games. I own a lot of board games, as you can see in my name. Of course, Boardgame Heaven might suggest that I dabble a bit in board games. It even simulates the rolling of the dice. Yes, it does. It is the best game ever, and anyone who says otherwise is wrong. There. It's the best game in the land. In all the realms, I dare say. There goes Mac, the dwarf. I wish I owned it, but it's turbo expensive and hard to get in Poland. Yeah, I think that goes for every country in the world. We do see some second-hand copies here now and then, and if they are in good shape, they go for at least 100 euros. Fortunately, the Dutch version is not as expensive as the English or even the American version. The American version is quite sought after, because it is arguably the better version than the European version. It was made later than the European version. The original, of course, being from the UK, made by MB, Milton Bradley, if I'm not mistaken, and Games Workshop. And Games Workshop made the miniatures and the setting, and then we made the game. Let's see, where am I? Oh, Ragnar rolls a 1. Poor sod. I am planning to 3D print all the minis and furniture. That is a good idea. And you can also find all of the printable assets at www.yeoldin.com. I will put it in the chat. Yeoldin.com, which is a fantastic resource for everything HeroQuest related. All the expansions, American and European versions, can be found there, and you can print them. They have extra house rules and homebrewed stuff. It's fantastic. I have contributed and downloaded a lot of stuff from Yeoldin. It's worth a visit. The dwarf. Where is the dwarf? He is headed towards the exit. It's this way. Yes, correct. Have we searched for treasure here? I cannot remember, so I will do so again. Ha ha! The dwarf, Mac. Mac. It's very lucky you found some more money. I did not think we would find any here. Still. Alright, Tony. We have 6 movement left. Cha-ching! Indeed. 6 movement left. That means we can make it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, easily to the orc. Tony, you are still there, my friend. I think with 6 hit points, it is worth trying to decapitate the one orc that still stands in our way. Brave, brave Sir Tony is going to attempt an attack on the lonely orc. But his attack failed. The orc blocks your attack. He has been preparing for your return. He has not been idle. He has been practicing. That is not good. So the wizard... the wizard should have passed through rock. Or does the elf have that ability? Yes, I think he does. Yes, I only have Veil of Mist, Sleeping Courage left, which will not help me get there fast. So, a walking we will go. Ragnar, again with the 1. So Ragnar, please, come on. Morcar has his go, and will attack Tony. And wounds him. This orc has been awaiting your return. This orc wants revenge. He wants your head on a stake. He's not happy that we have killed all his brothers. Do a coin flip or dice. Well, we need to escape with Sir Ragnar, so that orc has got to go. Is the game purely cursor-driven, or are there key shortcuts? Well, the key... Basically, these arrows here can also be used for movement. So if I press here... Where am I, actually? I'm at the bottom, right? Yes, I am at the bottom. I can press this arrow, and then... I thought I could press that arrow. Apparently not. Oh, I have no more movement left. So that's that. But yes, you can press those arrows, and I expect... Well... On the ZX, you'd have a joystick moving the cursor, right? So yeah, you can't use a mouse. It's too old for that. So I'm just using the keyboard. And I don't think it has any other key shortcuts because I've been trying... Oh, this was made for the ZX Spectrum, or at least this version, which is being emulated on a website, actually. And I can show you that website. Let's see. It is... in the top here. I will copy and paste that. You can just play it in your browser. If you just copy the entire thing, that is. It even has pause and open and save and reset buttons. So you can even save scum. So, we haven't saved scum this. This is good. We have been playing truly as true heroes. Alright. 4. 1, 2, 3 is outside of the door. And that is not enough. But I will... Mac, if you agree, you've got 7 health. I will move you towards the elf. So that if Morcar takes their turn, then hopefully Morcar will attack you instead of the elf. Because you have more hit points. Probably won't, but... that's a risk we will have to take. So Tony has a chance to hit the orc, and with 5 movement, can actually move out of the room. Going to aid Tony, yes indeed. It's very good. The spells that Tony has left are Pass Through Rock or Rock Skin. But if he casts Rock Skin, we can no longer attack. But it would be fun to see how that... Oh, I also have a potion of resilience, so I can use this potion and then fight. Because I'm not sure if it carries over to the next quest. And I'm not sure if we're going to play the next quest, although it would be fun to continue this game. I think I will keep the potion. and just try to... I mean, Tony has had so much bad luck. He's bound to kill this orc now, is he not? Tony! You can do it! You can do it, buddy! All he needed was a little faith. And that was that. The end of the orc! Ha ha! Za! So now, Tony can move towards the stairs. Which is great. The gods of dice are favoring us. Indeed they are. And that is the end of our turn. The wizard. Lagging behind. It's catching up. Have we searched here? I'm just gonna search for treasure. That has been searched. Okay. Nothing else to do anyway. And then Sir Ragnar. Oh, he moves 3. He limps along, limping. Limpy limp. This is a bit tiresome because we've slayed all the monsters except that one goblin in the back there who just didn't want to die. But you always need to leave one of them alive to tell the story, isn't it? Alright. And move the rest towards the stairs. At which point, when playing the actual board game, you usually just say, well, we're all done. We move to the stairs. We have won. Tony moving out of the dungeon. Tony, you have escaped from the dungeon. We have cleared the way for Sir Ragnar, so we have not to worry. Is there still something I can cost, perhaps? Let's see. Nope. No, that's pointless. Alright. 2 steps. Come on, Sir Ragnar, you can do it. Yes, Morcar, there's nothing left to do. Just face it. See, if I had slain that orc, then Morcar's turn would be over quicker, I think. Although, if he doesn't use the enemy, he always has his turn, whether there's something left or not. Have I searched for secrets here? Traps and doors. Yeah. So we are almost at the end of this fantastic adventure. And Mac has also escaped the dungeon with riches. Mind you, perhaps we can buy some weapons. Come on, Ragnar. Yes, 3. You can do it. He just rolls 1d6, I believe. Success! Haha! Indeed. Big D. Moving in here. And moving out of the dungeon. There we go. Haha! Hooray! I think the wizard will wait for Ragnar to escape first, because you never know if the game tells you that you've lost if you left him behind. I don't think that is wise. 10 movement, no less. I wish I could give some of that movement to Ragnar, but I cannot. Sadly. So I will wait until he arrives in this room. Roll a 6 for once, please. Oh my. Poor and broken Sir Ragnar, dragging his beaten body through the corridors. Yep, skipping my turn. 2. Oh boy. Sorry, this is so tiresome, people. Can't help it. I actually have two Dutch versions of the board game. Another one. And one of them I painted. I painted all the miniatures, which is pretty cool. I have pictures of it somewhere. I guess I can post them in my Discord. So I'll leave a message So Discord, if all of you would like to see that, come join the Discord. And I will make sure to post some of the pictures. Finally Ragnar 6. And yeah, of the painted minis. That is actually, the HeroQuest game is what got me into the board gaming hobby and into the miniature painting hobby, which honestly I haven't done in a long while, but it is fun to paint. It is a lot of fun to paint. I've got so many miniatures. So many miniatures games. It's ridiculous. I'll never be able to paint them all. I think I can literally take a bath in miniatures if I pour them all into the bathtub. I wouldn't even be able to fit in. It's crazy. All these board games with miniatures. You fell in love with painting recently, Gasson. That's so cool. That is so cool. If you have pictures, please post them in the Discord as well if you are willing to join. It's always nice to see what fellow enthusiasts have painted. So there goes Sir Ragnar, ladies and gentlemen. You have escaped the dungeon. Do you want to split the reward? Or keep it to myself? Well, I will split the reward. I am honorable like that. Being a wizard and all, you know. And now I will also escape from the dungeon. And there we go. We have done it. All right. And here again, now we can buy equipment. I think I will just save this just to be in the safe side. There we go. Yes. And let's see, will we buy equipment? The barbarian has 100 gold. He already has a broadsword standard. So what he can use is either the battle axe or later on some weapons. So a shield or a helmet. He can afford a shield, which will give him one additional defense die. And I think we will go for that. Just next quest we will have a shield. Better to spend it and use it than to hoard it and get damaged and die. The dwarf has 110 gold. Mac, 110 gold. I could also buy a shield. I think would be wise. The rest is even more expensive anyway, and the staff is useless to us. So we will buy a shield for you as well, good friend. The elf has 75 gold coins. There is nothing we can buy for that, I am afraid. So the elf will have to search for more money. The wizard also has 100 gold. He can use the staff. I'm unsure if he already has stuff, but all he can buy is the staff or the toolkit, so I might as well spend it and probably no longer search for treasure with the wizard because it's useless. He cannot give his money to others in this game, sadly. And he bought the stuff. Good. Good. And so we can play a game. And the wizard again chooses the fire spell. And then the elf, like in the game, chooses the earth spells. You can choose one of the 4 sets, and then the wizard will get the remaining 2. And there we just played the rescue of Sir Ragnar. And you can see these are all the quests from the board game. And in the original HeroQuest, you can choose to share the money. You can just play however you want. You can just search with any character, and that character will find gold and keep that gold, put it on your record, your sheet that comes with the game. Thank you, Mac for the GGs. And you can just decide cooperatively if you want to split the gold, which we always did. We just tossed all the gold together and then looked in the armory and bought whatever we needed, you know, shields and helmets. But in this video game, you cannot. The character that finds the gold keeps the gold. Thank you, True Tonys, for the GGs. Salute. A salute to the brave hero. So we rescued Sir Ragnar. Next time, if we still want to play HeroQuest, we will play the lair of the Orc Warlord. So I will save it again here. Hello, kitty cat. Yeah, there goes the cat. I will save here. And there we go, overwrite. Hey, Gaston, thanks for the follow. That is awesome. Thank you very much. I hope I will see you more often. And we will try and play some more HeroQuest. So this was nice. Look at all the kitties. Huzzah! Alright. And I will end the stream with that. I wanted to thank you all for being here. It's been absolutely a lot of fun streaming this game and previously Command & Conquer and chatting about all the cool things, chatting about the 80s music, 80s video games and TV shows and whatnot, Transformers, all of that good stuff. My internet went down for a moment. Is there anywhere specific in the Discord I should post the image? Oh, well, let me see. You can just put that in the general... yeah, just put it in the general discussion. Welcome, I'll type there. So, you can just post it there. The general chat is just for general chat. So if you want to post them there, that's cool. I just made several channels, you know, but if the channel grows, then I can always make more channels. So that's just fine. Yes, raid options, indeed. There's Tondagossa, That Girl Joey, Stita Gaming, and Bennett's. Well, let's have a look at how many people. So, Tondagossa has a lot of people there. 98. He's checking out Glitch Punk. Top-down cyberpunk action. I don't think that's retro, is it? Let me just have a quick look. Tondagossa. Wow, that's taking a long time to load. My streaming and opening several tabs is slow on the computer. In the meantime, you know what? Bennett's has been helping me a lot lately with testing. So I mean, the only right thing to do is really raiding Bennett's. I think we should just do that. So I'm turning this off, and we shall raid Bennett's. My next stream, well, next Tuesday certainly, because next Tuesday is the night that I have a free night. Usually we play RPGs that night, but next Tuesday there won't be any, just like this week, due to the vacation of my friends. And so I will stream next Tuesday if I find the time. In the meantime, I might do a surprise stream, perhaps in the weekend, or Friday night, or Saturday night. I will have to see. Mac, you are most welcome. I am very happy that you were here, everybody. I'm so happy you were here, and I'm glad you enjoyed the stream and some old school retro hero questing on the ZX Spectrum. Alright, so raid Bennett's 256. I do not have any emotes yet because I'm not affiliated yet. But yeah, use the Bennett's floppy if you have it, or just use anything. Just tell them, you know, the raid, Boardgame Heaven raid. Let's see if we can think of something fun. Can we think of something catchy to say when we raid someone? Board game raiding, perhaps? Or raid? We shall see. Alright. Thank you again for being here. I hope to see you next time. Certainly next Tuesday. And perhaps sooner if I find the time. Also make sure to check out my channel on YouTube, boardgameheaven.eu. I will put it in the chat. And that is where I, if that works, that is. Well, in any case, you can just find me on YouTube and you can subscribe there as well. Follow me or subscribe. And that's where I review my games. And I do reviews and unboxings, all kinds of stuff. So see you there. Goodbye, have a good night, farewell.